Hello and welcome to the pre-chat of the season 59 Simulation Major Junior Hockey League Entry Draft. This image is a bit faulty apparently, but we'll look into that. Don't worry. And today with me, except for some other guests, I have my fantastic co-host, Sopath. Welcome,
Yo,
Sopath.
what's up, everybody? What is up? I just wanted to say, I don't know if nobody knows this except for those in Newfoundland. I was named Newfoundland's captain yesterday.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
and yeah, I know. No, you didn't know that. You're captain of Detroit, right?
Yeah,
So that makes us both captains. Then how about that?
it's very cool.
Right on.
Hello, chat. So let's since Sopat's traveling, he
You're gonna
just
need to
got his
read chat for me.
yeah, he just got his vaccine. So I'm gonna have to read. So we have in chat we have Tweedletube, Jax Duggan, and Faded.
Right on. Like, as in, just got my vaccine. As in, I just pulled out of the parking lot from the medical clinic that I was at. Word of advice, if you get offered a time slot to get your vaccine, it doesn't matter what time it is and when it is and where it is, just do it. You just got to do it.
Very cool, very cool. So the plan for today is to have some minutes of introductions here, go through, say hello to chat, get volumes and everything fixed up. Then we're gonna have some guests joining us, and we'll play some marbles.
Marbles. Will somebody
Since
play for me on marbles spiritually?
I don't think I might I could enter you as a ball, but I don't know if that would work. I think it's only custom one. So
I'm so sad.
since marbles are only a Twitch thing, this is the link that you can use. You can use that. I'm streaming on both Twitch and YouTube, and we'll do the marble for just for the reason that we can do marbles on Twitch. So if you want to join marbles in a bit, I'm gonna spam that link to everyone who asks. Hello, Sparky. Hoping he gets
Sparky!
draft. That's interesting, Sparky. I do wonder how you were planning on getting drafted.
Sparky's got a player in this?
No, he does not. He's like
No, he does not.
season 55 or something.
I was like, damn, do you retire, like, just retire your character out of whim? Be like, I want to be in this draft.
Damn.
I want to be here. I know that there's already a guy from season 57 who recently retired as player, and
Uh,
I think he might be in this class.
that was big up for you?
Bigga for you retired?
I don't know. I'm asking.
No, I wasn't thinking of him. I was
Okay.
thinking of the guy I'm thinking of was a defenseman. It was Farley Hank.
Oh,
I don't remember when he's recreating. It might be for this draft. It might not be. He might be recreating after the draft too.
I see. I see.
Oh
Very
my
well.
god, my parents will literally not stop calling me.
But maybe you should speak to them a bit.
No, I
No?
just talked to them and told them that I was fine and I'm busy. I don't know why my fantasy hockey thing is so unimportant to my parents.
Yeah, the same. My parents, they
Jeez,
don't seem to understand it. Like,
I'm busy, Mom. Can't you see? The SMJHL draft is today, Mom. Can't talk.
oh, mom, really annoying. So I was talking about some guests earlier. We're going to have Sopath's GM jump on for a bit and Hamlet.
Hell
Uh,
yeah, we are.
and then we're also going to have the infidel who did the draft streams when I was a rookie getting drafted to the Simulation Major Junior Hockey League together with
Let's
Sopath.
go. Yeah. Do you
So
remember that day? Because I remember that day.
Yeah, for sure. I remember that day.
I I remember it was not the I remember that day I didn't know anybody, and I remember it was months later when you and I were in that Discord during the SHL draft, and that's when we found out we'd both be going to the same team. Although that was in huge doubt after they passed on me before eventually taking
It's quite a
me.
fun experience.
It was, man. I hope that some of you rookies are in some of your Discord chats, in your rookie class chats, and talking it up, because you got to get close to your fellow rookies. You're gonna be close to those guys for a while. I know I still talk to Rugsy, I still talk to Sean Gates and Saint Arc all the time.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I love the class discords. I love those. It's fun to like
Oh
speak with
yeah,
people
they're great.
drafted at the same time as you and just being in, but different teams and everything. J teams as well as big teams. So I mean, it's pretty great.
I wish that the league would let me in some of those so I could talk to all the rookies that are about to get drafted, get to know them before the draft.
Yeah, I have to say, since I'm in the GM's chat, I've been kind of intrigued to just join the Meet the GM's chat, and but don't want to risk my job.
Exactly. It's like you don't want to get in trouble.
Getting
and
fired for
and
joining Meet the GMs.
I mean, yeah, because it's that serious. And I think you're only allowed like a J team is only allowed, I think, 2 reps in the Meet the GMs chat, if I recall correctly. It's something like that. There's definitely a hard limit on it for sure.
Yeah.
But I'd love to be in some of these rookie class ones just to get to know some of these guys before the draft, because it feels like every time we do a J draft, we get to know the rookies really in the chat. Which reminds me, if there's anybody getting drafted today, make sure to tell us a little bit about yourself in the chat. We want to know about you. We want to root for you. We want to go on. I know last year we did that for Minnesota Fine, who
Oh
played
yeah.
Slavikov Vladimiroshenko, and he went 47th overall. And what a stud that guy's been. He was just taken last week in the SHL draft, 16th overall. So you can really rise in this draft.
We're saying hello to Red Cape Driver who wants to be drafted, and as I said to Sparky, no. Why? Maybe you have recreated, but I don't think you have. But anyways, and also
Sparky, you
hello to
recreate?
Sophia. Welcome, welcome, guys. It's almost time for me to start some marbles up, so let's head over to marbles.
Marbles.
Right, marbles on stream. So, oh, there's some more people here. Benjamin Andrews. He wants us to draft him. He's usually funny. Jax Duggan wants to join as a guest. Maybe that could be fun.
Who wants
Uh,
to join in as a guest?
Jax Duggan. I think he is getting drafted today.
Oh, is he? Love to have a rookie on, actually. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, I thought as well.
That
Also,
would be fun.
Ryan Nagler is here and is freaking out over Sparky. That's kind of fun. In case you guys haven't played marbles before, it's pretty easy. Uh, I just select a race here, and you can go over to my Twitch channel at here and
Yeah.
type exclamation mark join in the chat. Oh my god, Sparky joined
Just so you
instantly.
know, it's rigged.
No, it's not
It's
rigged.
always so rigged. All very, very, very rigged. Hulk is always finishing top 3.
No, I'm not. I'm usually coming bottom 3.
Oh, when you did the draft lottery, who won the draft lottery via marbles again? Wasn't
Oh,
it
it
the team
was
that went
Vancouver,
out
right?
first? What I feel like whatever team it was like the very first team to get eliminated
I
from the
think they were
lottery. It was
second to
kind of
be
funny.
eliminated in the real one.
It was pretty hilarious. I'm not gonna
Spar
lie.
Sparky, you gotta show up in YouTube chat. You're wanted. Hey, Faded, you're going to pay me to be a guest? I mean, I'll take money. I don't know if that's bribing and I'll be banned or something, but you don't have to pay me to be a guest. I'll keep looking for guests. we'll do a couple of marble races. Then I'll check with N Hamlet and see if he'll join me and Sopath for a
Oh
while.
boy, can't wait for Ham to get on here. Ham, he's that's a guy who I don't think has much of anything to do in this draft today.
No, I searched. He has like his first
How many?
is
What picks? What picks does he have?
he has picks in third round. That's his first pick. So I mean,
Hell yeah! You know what's amazing? There was a couple seasons there where Nevada didn't have a pick in the first 3 rounds, and Newfoundland still has one. That's really interesting.
huh?
We'll see. We'll see about that one.
Let's
Although I
see.
could have sworn it. No. I think we traded fourth. Yeah, we traded fourth rounders away to Vancouver yesterday. That's what it was. I thought we traded.
Oh yeah, I traded for some futures, right?
Yeah, we traded for an S60 third round pick yesterday.
Yeah, I see. So Kataran
Um,
wonders if they finish first in marbles, that does that mean they go first overall? And I have to say I can neither confirm nor deny that
no.
statement.
Yeah, unless you're the guy Nevada wants, because I think it's Nevada. No, Anaheim. Unless you're the guy Anaheim wants, then no. And the whoever goes first overall in the SMJHL draft is kind of normally a complete toss up. You just never know who went first overall in our draft. Do you remember?
It was spooked.
Arson Leclerc. Yeah, that's right. That was actually that was it. You know who had that pick?
Who had that pick? It must have been Anaheim, right?
It was Anaheim. That's right.
Yeah.
Arson
Interesting.
Leclerc was the first player taken. He was so good. He played 2 seasons and then went to the SHL.
Man, what a stud.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He could have stayed, but there was a lot of turnover in Anaheim at that time, so I think that's why he left.
The actual reason was that Minnesota called him up because, well, simply he was the best player they could have.
Yeah, I mean, it was that or taken inactive was Minnesota's decision basically. I mean, Minnesota, that's going to be a team to watch out on the come up. They had a great third round pick in Samuel Savage last week. I think Minnesota really did a good job in the draft, and I think Cluster is doing a real good. Cluster, and I'm not sure his code, who the other GM is. They're doing real good jobs.
So it seems we have N Hamlet in chat right now in YouTube chat. Do you want to join me on Soulpath? Speak some,
Ham, Ham.
talk about the draft before we get some other guests in here. Oh, we're doing it. Well, Soulpath, you wanted me to narrate marbles. I forgot about that since a lot happened, but uh, a lot of people were eliminated in the first one, so we only had 2 people actually reaching the goal. It was quite fun. Oh, you're waiting to be invited? Okay. Add me as friend, and I'll invite you to a
Yeah.
call.
I am sorry. I am navigating a part of Colorado that I have never navigated in my life.
The important part is that you're safe, Soulpath.
I am very safe. I am surrounded by pickup trucks, which is not common in my part of Colorado. This is the part of Colorado where there's an obnoxious amount of pickup trucks, and I can't see anything because I'm in a small Subaru.
Oh. Let's see. I've added an Hamlet, so hello, Ham?
Hello. You guys had your own private call going.
Yeah, it's easier to organize with this.
Fair enough.
So welcome.
Yeah, it's good to be back. Another draft season's exciting.
Exciting, yeah, but you also traded away your first 2 rounds of picks.
We have traded away 4 picks so far out of this draft, just because drafting is for scrubs, and clearly nobody should ever draft.
Player nobody should ever draft. I see. So what kind of players were you thinking you were going to run then?
The ones that we already had. Maybe we'll dip into free agency, find somebody that's just chilling on the side. No. It's more so that in our to
Oh,
need. How
sorry, I
this
had
has
some
kind of
technical
disappeared there.
problems. Is Sopath still here?
He is, as far as I can tell.
Sorry.
I
Hope he's all
think
right.
he's just driving.
Yeah. Oh, we have a new leader in
Can
marbles.
I?
Yeah,
All
I
right,
can
I
hear you
can
now.
hear Hulk again. I was very concerned. I felt
Oh.
alone.
Well,
But
now
now
you
we're
have
joined with
Ham as
Ham.
well.
Ham, what's up?
Welcome, Soap, our new captain of the Berserkers. Well deserved.
Yes. Ham, tell everybody how the award show yesterday was the greatest award show you've ever seen.
I wish I could. I was only able to catch bits and pieces just because I was
That's
at work,
right.
but
So sad.
it's there's nothing quite like, when our locker room gets going. It's just almost an energy. There's not even words anymore. There's just things flying across the screen, and I can get the gist of like what everybody's feeling, or even what award that people are referring to, just based on what sort of emojis or spam is going through. So I just love the vibe when it turns out like that, just because it's always such a fun up and down between when people are chilling with each other versus just getting into a frenzy about maybe the most dumb things, but still important
Hey,
things.
Andre Kostitsyn Award. When everybody's spamming the clean emoji, that's how you know it's going.
Yeah.
And I know Hulk knows what I'm talking about because Kostitsyn is a New England player.
Almost co-grandmaster, Andre.
Co-Grandmaster.
Yeah, co-grandmaster. He was always aiming to be grandmaster, but I suppose after Ace left, that went to oh no, my mind's blanking. Who is it
Zima?
again? Yeah, not Zima. Why can't I
Alaska?
remember? No, the actual GM is
Kenwald.
Kenwald?
Kenwald. Yeah, there you go. I don't know why it just totally slipped my mind. I'm sorry, Ken, but yeah, Grandmaster
Wow.
Ken.
Can't believe you couldn't remember
I'm gonna
Kenwald's
tell
name.
Ken that you can't remember Kenwald's name.
I don't know why that is. Don't know why that is. Hopefully, he's not in this draft.
Well, there's not a lot of viewers. I think most of our viewers are currently incoming draftees, so I don't think you have to worry about that. So,
Yeah.
do we have any draftees in chat? Want to make a case to why you should be drafted by Newfoundland by Hamlet later?
In the third round.
Yeah, make a case, or do you want to go earlier because it's more fun to go earlier than to play on the team with Soulpath?
You're not only do you have to play with me, you also won't play. I think that I think a rookie in Newfoundland's getting like 5 minutes a game.
Wow.
No, we're not that. I mean, if anything, because of how many people that we have that are earning, I think you could make the argument that like a rookie coming in would have some of the better line mates, as opposed to maybe like a team that has all the holes, so they have to put a rookie up on the first or second line. So it kind of depends on how you look at it.
Of the year. If you want to win Rookie of the Year, go to
Well, we have the most recent Rookie of the Year winner, so yes, in a sense, we have a history already.
Yeah,
Balcer's Rookie of the Year.
You draft so Ham last year. I think you could make the case that you had arguably the greatest draft any JGM has ever had. I mean, you selected, if I'm not mistaken, 8 players, and all 8 players were active.
Are they still active?
I think the only 2, I can't remember if it was 8 or 6 in the end, because I know that we had two picks at like the very end that were more or less just kind of like flyer picks that never really
Oh yeah, those.
yeah expected to pan out. But I think considering that it wasn't a Reddit draft, having 6 or 7 players come out of the draft in UDFA is a pretty big deal.
Yeah, I mean, we had 9 players drafted last week, which is pretty outstanding.
That's pretty good.
Granted, one of them was technically an S57 class player, but it was 8 players from S58. And Ham even got, as an undrafted free agent, Samuel Savage really late in the season. That was a nice pickup. Just such a great draft. I mean, he even, as we were actually just talking about how you took Slavikov Vladimir Shenko, 47th overall at the second to last pick in the 4th round last season. And that guy was so good, he ended up going 16th overall to Edmonton and was named an assistant captain yesterday.
Not bad.
Yeah, he is kind of one of those examples where it almost doesn't matter where you get picked in the J draft. Where in the sense of where you end up, I think that could be important, because if you end up in a place that really fits with you, then it can really unlock a lot of potential. I know that somebody like Pass of the Turtle apparently hadn't really used Discord much, or if at all, prior to the SHL, and now he's just constantly here, and just it almost seems like that wouldn't have been an issue at all.
Yeah, and Ham, for all the rookies in the Discord or who are in the chat right now, would you mind telling them where do you generally where do you rank in your class TPE wise?
In my own personal class?
Yeah, your own personal class.
I'm hovering between 2nd and 4th, depending on if we've got all our updates in, I think.
And where were you taken in the SMJHL draft, like pick wise?
56th overall in our Reddit draft in S52.
So just remember, guys, your draft pick itself isn't the most important thing in the world. You can get taken 56th overall and basically be one of the top players of your class, with really the only other player who I can think of who's probably ahead of you would be like Lime, who was taken like 4th overall in that draft, and he's also your teammate. Well, was your teammate in the J.
Yeah, I know that somebody mentioned that Detroit picked like something like 10 people in the S52 draft, and by no means is that in any way inaccurate. I think Newfoundland is right up there in terms of how many people they drafted, and how many of them panned out, both on the J level and going on to the SHL, just because I think Detroit had a bit more of a slightly older sort of like core on top of that draft that they had. So when they won the cup in S53, it was a really big deal. Like, oh, we've got like this big wave of Detroit coming in. But Newfoundland just took a couple seasons longer to kind of get that same group around them, when we had a bunch of other S54 people come along, and our eventual cup win in S55.
What a cup win that was. Just such a great team. The point is that Ham is great, and if whatever rookie ends up getting taken by Newfoundland, you're very, very lucky to have Ham as a GM, because he's awesome.
Glad to hear it. So I'm going to take off here.
Thank
Good
you for
luck
joining
with
us.
your stream. Maybe I'll pop by later on, but I'm excited to see how this one turns out. Last season was great. I'm sure it's going to get even better.
Yeah, I think so too.
All right, just good luck.
Just keep it getting better. Good luck with the drafting later.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. What SMJHL team do we normally never get to praise?
What
That we should
team
praise?
do we never get to praise? Don't we usually praise them all?
We definitely don't. That's no. I mean, I feel like there's some teams like Kelowna that I've hardly ever talked about. Kelowna is really well built. I still think they're going to be a top contender this year. They were very fortunate to end up with A. Wright Izzy back in what was that, season 57?
Yeah,
if you
that's
look-
the season 58 class. Yeah.
he's such a great spiritual leader, I think, for that team. You know, he's created the brand of #Kelowna. They're a really powerful team that's to be reckoned with. Kelowna is also just one of the classic SMJHL franchises. You know, I think they were founded all the way back in the first season of the SMJHL, and they've had the same name and a similar logo and the same color scheme the entire time. So, you know, you really got to say that's a classic SMJHL franchise.
For sure.
I want to say Anchorage. Anchorage is a team that's always doing things the right way. I believe Gabriel Johnson is the current GM over there. I could be mistaken. Gabe Johnson, big SHL brain, long-time user. I really think he's doing a lot of great things there. I really hate playing Anchorage because Anchorage is the type of team that's always beating Newfoundland like 2-1, even when we outshoot them like 30-15. That's just how it goes. And then Quebec City, an expansion franchise run by Evok and Felix, if I am pronouncing those names right. Very good franchise over there. For anybody getting drafted there, they have some great uniforms, really great colors, really great logos. They just won the 4-Star Cup. It's a pretty good organization. Any teams you want to give a shout out to?
Any teams I want to give a shout out to? It's always difficult. Well, I mean, I guess I owe this to the Scarecrow, but I'm pretty much bashing the Scarecrows since I'm a Falcon. I mean, I'm not gonna say that I love the Scarecrows here. Don't take me for that, but I do have Sparky's there, and Sparky's a great GM, co-GM. So he's a great GM for St. Louis Scarecrows. But I mean, they're still the Scarecrows. I can't say too much good about them. But I mean,
yeah, we have a little bit of a rivalry with the Scarecrows, a little bit.
I don't think that any team is like not deserving of praise because I love all the J teams and their GMs. I've never had a problem with any of these people. They're simply amazing most of the time. Like
yeah, I mean,
they
pretty much.
like Hamlet here is standing up for and wanting to join for a bit, talk to us, and Sparky streaming, letting me know that it's finished so I can go live. Like it's just like I love them all, and HO as well.
Sparky just streaming international hockey?
Yeah, international hockey and
Wait,
Junior
the
Cup.
medal games today?
No, quarterfinals, and we'll have semifinals later today.
Quarterfinals for both competitions?
Correct.
Do you know who won?
I know that Sweden lost in the IIHF, but qualified in the WJC.
So in the WJC, is British Isles still alive?
Oh, that was the last game, and I was away preparing stuff for that, so I'm not sure.
You know, I'm on British Isles. I'm also rooting hard for not just myself, but Rugsy. I think Rugsy's done a real good job with this team. I think if you look at some of how the senior teams have done in the IIHF, you know, we've struggled, but British Isles came into the World Junior Championship kicking ass. So I'm really hoping British Isles pulled it out today.
Oh yeah. Let's see here. We have some more chat messages that I skipped earlier because we were busy speaking with Hamlet. So let's see. Bytor. Why should we? Why? Here, let's make some cases. So why you should draft Bytor? Cause Bytor makes a mean enchilada.
Dude, you know that's important.
Yeah.
You know, you need a guy who can cook on your team.
I want some mean enchiladas.
Do any of the rookies in the chat, any of you guys playing like a character for your thing? Like we had in our Bozo mini hands.
Oh yeah.
Back in S57's SMJHL draft, who is playing the character of an alien. We got any characters in this class? Because that's also kind of big. If you get a guy that you can kind of have as like a mascot for your team, like Narbozo is in Vancouver, like Big Yosh and Pasta have been in Newfoundland, and there's probably some others I'm blanking on. If you can get a guy like that on a team, that goes a long way. That's kind of honestly better than earning, because that's a guy that makes people want to come around.
Yeah, for sure. That's really, really fun. Then we have Benjamin Andrews, draft reporting in. Roderick Baines is the single most valuable player in the draft class, possibly ever to enter the league or hockey as a sport. McDavid Whomst?
Right? What position does he play?
What position does Roderick Baines play?
What kind of player is Roderick Baines?
Yeah, we need to hear more about this Roderick
Baines.
Baines. Also, hello to Ray Nicholas. Thank you for updating us with some relevant information. It's always fun to hear. Tweedletube's first J player went 49th, and the second went 7th. So, yeah, not bad. Katarin asks if there's someone like Weird Al Jankovic, and yeah, that's a pretty good description, I think, for the players taking a role, so to say.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of something comedic and lighthearted. I can't think of a player like Weird Al in the league. Can you? I can't.
Not really, but I mean, it was the same topic as like, could Narbosa be counted as like the characters played?
Narbosa is definitely one of them. I mean, Narbosa is just such a charming player. Every interaction I've had with Narbosa, which is not many, has been really great. I think that, if you look at San Francisco, if I may just, plug another team. San Francisco over in the SHL, run by Agent Smith and that guy 91. Boy, is that a team that I think is building a monster. I think they're doing a real good job building a locker room culture. Not only do they have Rickard Berg, which is Agent Smith, they have the #1 prospect in the SHL in Gregory Good. And having also then a guy like Narboza Many Hands, who the whole team can just spiritually get behind. I mean, that does a whole lot for a team. And, that whole San Francisco team, you might not think about them now, but by the time you guys are getting drafted, San Francisco is going to start being a team, to really think about it, because they're going to be contenders eventually.
Smith's in here getting hyped. So we have some new. Roddy B is a left wing, big, tough, strong, good
He's a
puck
power
sense,
forward winger,
fast on his feet. He drives play, getting fast up on the ice and setting up the offensive zone to take shots or set up his line mates. I think this Roddy B dude is pretty good.
Power forward at the wing position? Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, I don't know. Good puck sense, fast and feet, drives to play. I think he sounds more like a driving player than a power forward.
Said he was big and did he not say that?
Yeah, he's big and tough and strong, but he's also good puck sense, fast on feet, and drives play, getting fast
You're
up on
saying
the
a
ice.
power forward can't have good puck sense?
What I mean is that it's not as much important. He sounds more like an up and down winger to me.
Okay. I know there's some power forwards in the chat who are probably a little upset.
Yeah.
Throwing some shade.
I mean, it's not like my player is almost a power forward, so Pat.
Yeah. And I hope that I get to be on the same line as you, because I am not a power forward. I'm a tiny guy. I'm very finesse.
Well, I'm not very large either, but I'm heavy on hitting.
But
so.
You're strong.
Oh, he's.
Who's your player Sig? Like, who is the?
It's the same. Jonathan Granström is based on the real player Jonathan Granström that had to end his career due to concussion.
Wait, it's pronounced Jonathan Granström?
Jonathan Granström.
Jonathan. I've been pronouncing it Jonathan.
That's fine, because that's how every English person pronounces it.
Oh my god. No, but Jonathan or Hunatan sounds so much cooler. Jonathan Granström. He had to end his career because of injuries, huh?
Yeah, he's my favorite player all time. Sadly, he had to stop IRL because of bad head injury.
Did he play for your favorite SHL team?
Yeah.
Ah, Teak.
So now I like this Roderick Baines, also known as Roddy B, also known as Roddy the
Roddy
Body.
B.
He's a
That's gonna be fun
hybrid
to
power
say.
forward and playmaker. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's interesting.
So also we have Infidel. I'm sort of not trash, so draft me. I mean, yeah,
Does Infidel have a recreate in this
Infidel does
class?
have a recreate. That's
Oh shit!
uh, pretty cool.
Nice Infidel.
So I'm gonna see if maybe Infidel wants to join us for a bit.
Also, we should have some of the SMJHL mock drafts pulled up so we can track the
Oh,
common picks, see how quickly people are going to get pissed off that their mock is dead.
do you want to take that as your mission then?
I will when I get home. I'm currently about 8 minutes away from my house.
That's pretty good.
So, for a drive that I set out, I thought it would be 20 minutes there, 20 minutes back. It turns out, no, it's 45 minutes there and 45 minutes there back. It's quite the thing. Infidel.
What up?
Welcome.
What up, Infidel?
How we doing?
How we doing? We're doing
Doing
good.
pretty
How are
good.
you?
I'm doing good. I got coffee. I'm at my computer. Perfect
Wow.
day.
Right on.
How does it feel to watch these streams now that you're not host any longer?
It's actually really fun to watch the streams. Even if I'm not involved, it's such an exciting time for every player, recreate or especially a first generation player that
Oh,
that
absolutely.
you get this kind of rush of adrenaline when you hear your name and you see your player's name and you're just like, all right, you get into your new locker room. It's just so fun.
Oh yeah, taking the words out of
Argue
my mouth.
the SMJHL draft is in some ways more exciting than the SHL draft simply because normally by the time you're past like pick 35 in the SHL draft, you're kind of scraping like, is there anybody left who's kind of active? But in the SMJHL drafts, there's a lot of active players normally, like
Oh,
kind of
absolutely.
later on. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and for GMs, it's fun because you get to find that diamond in the rough. And for players, I mean, if you're a new create and you get picked late, don't take it to heart in a bad way. You may just not be known enough to the GMs. You may just, have one thing or another. Maybe you're just playing the wrong position. That a team, not every team needs every position, but the best thing you can do, and what I did when I had my first player, is I was a third round pick in the J draft. Just make sure that every team that passed on you knows that they effed up.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the way to do it.
That's the completely right thing. Just go to cap 1 as soon as possible and then hit cap 2 and you're just showing all the GMs that picked inactives before you how wrong they were.
I think what Infidel just said about positions, though, is really important. That it's worth repeating. So back in the S57 SMJHL draft, there was an overload of defensemen in that draft, which is why there were defensemen who were arguably some of the best earners in their class falling very late in the draft. And, a lot of them might not have known why at that time, but it was just simply because there were so many defensemen that a lot of teams just thought they could get them later. Like, if there's less centers, teams will take the risk and pick a center who may not be as active and earning as much just because there's not that many to go around.
Right, and then another thing that I always find interesting with the J, because every GM has a different way to think about things, is some seasons, some teams, they prioritize new creates over recreates, and some teams don't. And I totally get both mindsets on that one. I think both are correct. I mean, I think a recreate has just as much a chance of striking out as a new create, just because this might be your second or third or fourth player in the league.
Yeah, you might have already been a superstar and you're kind of bored with that, and it's not as important to you to be an earner. You might just be hanging around for the social aspect.
Right. And when you're used to being a top player in the league for 5, 6, 7 seasons, and now you're the rookie, I can see where that's a hard turnaround for some people.
Yeah, some people are just less interested at that point. And, you know, it happens. I mean, you see every year you have guys who you'll see that they created their SHL account in like 2012 or 2013, and they're coming back, and you're thinking, wow, this guy is going to be surely a top player. But the reality is that, you know, they might just not still be interested 5, 6 years later about still being a superstar. Now, there's always going to be exceptions, like Leafs, right? The guy who's behind Rocco Strongo and like 4 different Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
But for the, like, you know, this is all things people are considering. And if you're a new player, GMs just don't know a ton about you, you know, and you gotta kind of show that you're going to stay around for a while.
Yeah, don't be afraid to speak up. If you're not in the Meet the GMs channel, get into it. Don't be afraid to talk in your draft class channel, because no question's a dumb question, because I guarantee you everybody that has a question about this league that doesn't have an answer, somebody else has had that same question, has got their help, and has succeeded or failed. But if you get the help, you have a much better chance to succeed rather than feeling like you're lost in a sea of I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, speak up in the YouTube chat a little bit so we can give you a little bit of a shout out. Because that's actually what we did for some active players last season, which did include Minnesota Fine, who I've mentioned, I think, now 3 different times. And you know, that's how it happens sometimes. Sometimes it just takes, like, getting a shout out or just saying your name just so GMs know you're active or you're present. It seems like a small thing, but it goes a very, very long way.
I probably have seen more players be quiet and subdued up until the draft, and then become way more active after, and that's fine. But you're not going to get drafted as high because teams don't know you. And I've seen a lot of people who you're just like, I don't know who that is, and 5 seasons from now they're going to be rookie of the year in the SHL. So you really don't know what's going to happen.
Exactly. I mean, we were just talking about Pasta the Turtle this time last year. Pasta the Turtle, who just got taken 10th overall by Edmonton, he went 36th in the J draft. Pasta didn't even really know how to use Discord when he joined the site. Like, I think the rookie chat was maybe the first Discord server he was ever on, and now he's on Discord every day, all the time. And that happens. The only time I've ever, like, one of the only examples I can think of a super quiet new player that never spoke that went really high was Mewtwo. And that's because every single GM knew that Mewtwo was intentionally being quiet so that he could tank his stock. And now I think he won the most improved player in the J this past season. I know he's one of the top earners in S58. But those are kind of like the exceptions. If you're not just talking is going to go a long way of getting you taken higher.
Right, exactly. And I mean, there have been tons of players, when you really look at the history of the league, that you don't have to be the top earner to be one of the top players. That's just how it is. And it doesn't all come down to stats for people. It comes down for your attitude, how you earn, or not how you earn, but like how you interact with people. A lot of things, it comes down to locker room presence more than anything.
Oh yeah, the locker room presence is big, especially in the J, where the most you can be TPE wise is 425. You can have a guy who might actually be like 30th overall in the class, but they're capped as much as the first overall player is in the class. And that locker room presence really means a lot at that point.
Right. I mean, your J experience is going to be very different than your SHL experience, and I think that's a good thing.
I do too. I mean, anybody can be a superstar in the J, as long as they're just kind of putting in some effort. Well, I shouldn't say some. It does take like a solid, I would say, like couple months of activity. But it's not like the SHL where you can be working really hard, but you miss like 1 or 2 PTs a season, and you might not ever catch up to those top earners. Like,
Oh yeah, it hurts. Oh, absolutely.
Hulk is so stressed out trying to max earn. Since New England traded like 3 first-rounders for him or something.
Two.
He can't miss anything.
But I actually did get to the top of my class in TP. Now I just can't lose it. So.
Yeah, you did it. You did it. Now, never miss a PT, and if you do, we shame you.
Yeah, they're only going to stab you in the neck if you miss one. Just remember that.
If you miss one, it's over, Hulk.
Oh no.
You're dead.
What if I miss championship week?
Oh my god. No, that would be so. I mean, you would still be like top 4 in your class, but everybody would be like, how could you? You've ruined it. You've ruined it all.
Oh.
It's going to be a much different experience for me being in the draft this time, though, because there's only 4 more teams than there used to be when I was doing it.
There's only 4 more teams.
There's been so many expansions in the recent like times. It's kind of crazy. I mean, and they're even talking about there's even rumored expansion in the SHL again, sometime in the next 10 seasons or so. And it's like we just had one. And,
I could see it. I mean, it comes down to activity check numbers, and they keep going up.
They keep going up. People are staying active. It's really great. I mean, a non-Reddit J draft would have only had maybe 40 to 50 players in it just a couple seasons ago. And now, I mean, the last 2 drafts, we've pushed 80 players, and neither were Reddit drafts.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how many are in this one.
I think it's around 68 or 69.
Okay,
so it's a little less.
Draft.
But, I mean, compare that to a normal non-Reddit draft a couple seasons ago. I mean, that's a lot. In How Can I's draft, season 57, I think there was only 53. So it's really a lot of progress been made by the recruit team, and they deserve a lot of credit.
Chat is upset with you, Sopath.
What?
They're upset with you. They think that the expansion is coming in the next 2 seasons.
Oh my god, really? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. I meid there's so many goalies, right? Like, they could use... can you guys still hear me, by the way?
Yeah, we hear you.
No. What do you say? I can't hear a thing you're saying. I'm being a smart ass. I can hear you fine. Well, he did something, so now I can't actually hear him.
He did something, so now we actually can't hear.
Yeah, he broke it. Dead. But what matters here, everyone, is before the draft, we have a little more marbles going on here.
Yeah, there's about maybe 5 more minutes of marble, and then we're back out
in the
and
lead
get
in this
things
one.
set up.
He's got to nail a bullseye there. Dex is going to get closer, so he's going to take first place. Oh, we got a couple real close ones here. Oh, Red Cape takes the lead. Steve is cool takes the lead. I think Steve might get that one. He's about dead center. He don't get much better than that. Oh, Jesus, that was the worst one.
There was someone falling off. Was that you?
I think it was. I think the distance was me going into the oblivion.
I do have to say, I'm happy I was able to do this dual stream thing so I could bring back marbles. Because last season when we had the new, I had to manually input the marbles, and not the greatest fun.
No, it's not fun to do that.
How long were you actually the draft host for, anyways?
Oh, geez, 5 seasons, I think, 5, 6, something like that. Right after nobody, yeah, 6 seasons. So right after nobody stopped doing it, which is right after he left HO. I went into HO, and we were basically just like, well, we need a host, so I took over.
I see.
And that was some fun times. And I always get, and it feels good because I always get some people saying, I love that you were the host because that was a big time for me, and that's great. I'm happy that everybody enjoyed it, and that's kind of what I was aiming for. I want everybody to enjoy their draft experience.
Yeah, you were my draft host, and I really enjoyed it. So thank you.
Anytime, and now that I'm getting more involved in the league once again, I took some time off due to some personal things and some work and stuff like that. I'm back, and hopefully you won't be able to get rid of me again.
There you heard it. We can't get rid of Infidel. So
And
let's
if we
see.
do, we're gonna blame Koa. If something happens, I blame Koa.
That's usually him or Gabe, I think, that are being blamed for stuff.
Yeah, Koa's easy to blame though. Let's take a look. We got a heck of a race going on here.
We do. It's always
Maddie,
difficult to keep on track.
Maddie, Dexteria, Infidel, Granny. Those guys are way back there. Steve, Second Sucks, Hal's in the mix. We got who's that? Fresh Phil. We got a couple of marbles here. We could have a close race here.
This race will be very interesting, I think.
I need more coffee. Oh, is this the moving finish line? Oh, somebody's gonna get screwed. Yes, I'm refusing to call you Jax right now because in a moment you won't be Jax anymore. Oh man, those two are right on top of each other here. This is getting exciting. And all the marbles disappeared. Oh no, what's happening?
The marbles has disappeared. Oh, it's when I alt tab, sadly, because I have to do other
Fresh Phil
things.
wins. We get a couple guys flying off the map. Oh no, Phalanx is gone. Sparky, no.
No.
Koa, you're gonna. Oh, is Koa gonna stay on? No, Koa's gone. Who's gonna make it? Who's gonna make it? I'm gonna miss. Oh no, I didn't miss. Oh, look at that, Maddie. Oh, Maddie's in. All right, so we're what, like 3-4 minutes away now, right?
Yeah, we're like 5 minutes. We'll do a quick marble. Oh, I pressed random track. All right, we're doing a random track, and then it's time to get ready for the draft. So people, come on, join. It's the last one. Get in.
Oops.
And let's see.
This will be a 20-minute track because you picked random.
Yeah, probably. Let's see. Okay, we have 18 people in here. Okay, let's go. And
There's
we
more
have
popping
another
in too.
person coming in the call now. Hopefully.
We got the toilet bowl to start here.
Toilet bowl, and then there's the mega space track. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna just follow our leader for now. Okay, this leader somehow glitched. Okay, never mind.
Well, the leader's going to keep changing until somebody actually starts moving down the track because of the way it just goes by distance as the crow flies. So Freshville is going to be the leader, and we have a massive group. And Jert, unfortunately, is in the back there. But Fresh, he lost some speed there. Oh, yeah, he lost. Oh, Fresh. Oh, yeah, he's done. So we're on to
Jert's
Thun.
done.
Yeah, we're on to Thun. He's going to hit the speed boost here. Tarn 22 is catching up. He's right on his tail. Granny's behind him. Tarn, I don't know where he went, but he might have just taken a shortcut. And there's Alaska. He's down towards the bottom there, too. That's a good sign. Yeah, Katarn did take the shortcut. He is now in the lead. Jerk gets knocked off the map. We got Koa and Thun, Granny, Sparky, Tweedle, Alaska, Goilers, Jack, Steve, Kev, Red Cape, and Matt. But now we get to the spinny thingy of spinny. That's what I'm going to call it. And Koa's going to take the lead here.
The spinny
And
thingy of spinny. I couldn't have thought of a better word
that's what
myself.
it's called. And Koa's going to take the win here with Granny right behind. Steve-O's going to fall off.
Where? Oh my god.
Alaska going to take third. Red Cape in fourth. Going to be a close one with Sparky and Kev. Oh, and Kev's going to take it just before Sparky. Goilers, Guitar, and Matt, Jax,
Wait
Thun,
till you
and
see who's
Beetle.
delaying this one.
Probably me, because I didn't see me anywhere.
That's not correct.
What is going on up there? Oh,
All right,
there you are.
people. We're getting ready to draft in any second right now.
Well, our host apparently doesn't know how to marble, and he's
No,
behind.
apparently I'm really bad at marble, but there we go. I'm eliminated. Congratulations, Koba. And we're done with these marbles. So let me first of all switch over to this. So let's see
Hey,
here.
can everybody hear me?
Yeah, are you home now, Sopa?
Nope.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm home.
That's the perfect timing.
Have you not been able to hear me for like the last 5 minutes?
Correct.
Nope.
Really? Okay. I was like, you guys are ignoring me. It's very odd.
Here we go. Draft board and everything is set up.
All right, let's do this.
You have to make a couple of changes to your draft board, it looks like.
Is there changes needed to the draft board?
Yes.
Yeah, because Anaheim should
Oh.
be 1.
Anaheim should be 1, that's correct.
Anaheim's 1, Quebec is 3.
There's been some trades.
Oh yeah, Newfoundland does not have that 9th overall pick anymore.
All right, we'll just do a transition back and
All right.
let things be worked out.
For any rookies in the class, tell me who you are. I want to know who you are, so I can be very excited when you get picked. Oh, we got Ace of Games UK in the chat. Otherwise, Ace 2. Got Trashy in the chat. Trashy, thank you very much for helping me with my top prospect list. Bytor is in the chat. Bytor is really cool because this guy's been around for a while, I think. Like a couple weeks now. And I've really enjoyed reading his media. Also, his avatar is really cool. I like it a lot. We got Nikolai Ayerzabob, played by Faded. Nikolai Ayerzov is a right winger, 6'2", 208 pounds. Pretty balanced offense. Looks like he's got some two-way ability. very physical, just a really balanced overall player from Minsk, Belarus. I actually have a friend from that city. Very nice. I think that means he'll be playing for UCoral, if I recall correctly, in World Juniors.
Nice.
Alexei St. Michael. Yeah, you're not getting drafted again, buddy. Marcel Beck, that is Bytor's player. Marcel Beck, a Swiss defenseman. Looks like they can quarterback a power play. So,
Got some very good players in this draft.
6'3", 212. Yeah. I'm curious where Bytor is going to go, because I know that I've been seeing this guy do media for a couple weeks. Curious to see which team ends up with him.
Yeah, just based on media, he's a top 10 pick. It doesn't mean that's where he'll go, because as well as I do, the J draft can be a little crazy. But I think he's a top 10 pick.
You're going to appear in every stream until I pronounce your name right. You're going to appear in every stream no matter what. I know you, Ace of Games UK.
It sounded like you just pronounced it fine to me. Okay, we're good.
I think
Ace
it's no. He's talking about his player name. It's Alexei Saint Michael or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, that's like me when I did the J Award stream. I couldn't pronounce the award names.
Oh man, it's funny. It's good. It's real funny when people have to pronounce Slavikov Vladimir Shenko, just because it's like so many names wrapped into one. That's tough if you're not used to typing that name all the time like I am.
Yeah.
Get some other player names. Olaf Karasico, or Karsico, I should say, which is a Finnish goalie. Oh, a Finnish goalie. Got a goalie in the draft.
Nice.
Always love seeing where the goalies go. I know that we had a little bit of a goalie drought over the past 2 or 3 seasons, because we had like 5 in S57. So glad to see a goalie return in Olaf Karsico, Finnish goalie prospect. Right on.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting.
Right.
Goalies are interesting. I almost need a goalie.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have to say that the first pick is in, and a little bit of a surprise, but there's a special announcement for this one. So please be quiet, be silent, and don't care about me or talk here, but listen to the stream to see who the first pick overall of the Season 59 Simulation Major Junior Hockey League draftee is.
First, we'd like to congratulate Quebec City for the 4-Star Cup with the first overall selection in Season 59 Simulation Major Junior Hockey League Draft. The Anaheim Outlaws are happy to select center standing desk.
Fucking Ace.
literally nothing in this draft is going to get better than that.
So I want to thank you to Ace, who fixed
Oh my god, Ace.
fixed that.
So, Infidel, how does it feel to get your name called by fucking Gilbert Godfrey?
Oh, it's a dream come true. Oh my god, that's the greatest thing. That's the greatest thing this league has ever done.
Fucking ace. I think he just set a new thing, like where now it's like GMs are going to compete to get more outlandish
Absolutely.
cameos to announce them. Eventually, a celebrity's bound to be like, "What the fuck is the simulation hockey league? Why will this ace guy not leave me alone about it?" Well done. That was brilliant. Oh my god. I love that.
All
Wow.
right, so congratulations, Infidel.
Thank you.
Yep. Center stand didn't desk. Not a surprise of a pick. It's Infidel. Probably
Good
going to be a
pick.
superstar. Well done by Ace. Yet another top Anaheim prospect added to the team. Congratulations over there.
All right, I think we're about ready to announce the second pick. Just double checking with Smith. Are we ready to announce the second pick? Yep, okay, so here we go. So, with the second pick overall in the Simulation Major Junior Hockey League, Maine selects the right defenseman Duncan the Walrus. Congratulations, Duncan.
Congratulations, Duncan. Well done.
Also,
Played by
Duncan
Southpaw.
seemingly seems to actually be a walrus.
Oh, that's great. We had Pasta the Turtle last year, Duncan the Walrus this year. I really like this trend. Duncan is a 6'11", 300-pound defenseman from Russia, recruited by a midship. So this is a really solid prospect, and well done by the team over at Maine. They appear to be building a better and better team every year. I know I give Toast a really hard time over in the Finland locker room, but I do think he's doing a very good job.
Yeah, the only thing that if you were going to play Duncan the Walrus in character, wouldn't you have to have slow speed, but like huge stamina and everything else? 20 strength,
20 strength. Every attribute just goes into strength. We're going to dock you for not role-playing your character like an actual walrus on the ice, so there. Shame, Duncan. Shame.
Well, quite interesting. We do have a bit more to move forward on, so let's just keep rolling. Good draft so far. Good start. We have
Yeah, I
some
should say
solid
so.
picks. Also, I didn't have time, but don't think I said congratulations, Infidel.
You did.
I did. Okay, well, I'm getting stressed. So let's see what more happens. I'm gonna need to be on my game to see what happens more. But congratulations to Duncan the Walrus again.
Yeah,
Who's a
absolutely.
first gen
Congrats.
picked at second overall. That's pretty good.
That's
Well
what I like
done.
about it. You never know what you're going to see.
So I'm hearing here the pick is in again, once again actually. So we're just holding on. What a day. Okay, we're ready with pick 3. Here we go. With the third pick overall, Quebec City Citadels selects the left winger of Grayson Cooper, who's a recreate. That's Goilers.
Oh, yeah, great pick there.
Congratulations.
Right on. Goilers is my fantasy manager currently.
Oh,
Well done. Also, just Grayson Cooper is a great name. I mean, there's something about how that's done. Well done. The only thing though is no birthplace. What
No
nation
birthplace.
does Grayson Cooper play for? Yeah, his birthplace is a comma. Comma. I'm very upset. It's not here, but he's got a lot of different offensive abilities. 5'9", 200 pounds. Got some physical abilities. I mean, overall, just Goilers is a good user. He's got a Hall of Fame player under his belt. 2-time four-star Cup champion. Overall very solid. Also, he's a really good fantasy manager. He updates all those things, all the picks almost immediately. So I think Quebec City has done really well with this pick.
Oh, absolutely. It's a solid pick. Anybody who would take Goilers here is going to be happy with what happens. So, it's hard not to be excited if you're Quebec right now.
Right.
Absolutely. Still got a lot of new players out there. We got 82 people on stream. Nice.
There's 82 people?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I also see now
Isn't that nice?
there's a bit of a... Okay, I need to fix some of these. There we go, and there we go. Now production should be looking fine. It's difficult to spot all these minor things. But there we go. All the drafts are visible. We're moving on and should get ready for the next pick.
Is it in?
Not yet. I'm gonna do something to help Smith here.
Okay. Fun fact
Here
about
we
this
go.
draft. Got a
Now
lot of
should
people.
be easier.
What we can say?
Are
we good?
Talking.
I was just gonna say that we got a lot of people from the Canucks subreddit in this draft. So welcome all you new Canucks fans to the league. If you see a guy on site BDU754, we all call him Big Yosh. Make sure to tell him how much you love Thatcher Demko. He is the biggest Thatcher Demko fan in the league. So make sure that when you see him, you bring that up.
So we have the next pick in, pick number 4. For the Nevada Battleborn, they're selecting the left defenseman Maxwell Carrigan. That's second sucks 22, who's also a recreate.
Nice. I'm not familiar with this user.
Yeah, he was big when I was a general manager in Vancouver. He was part of our cup run there. Was a big part of Hamilton for quite a few seasons until I think he had some personal things coming up that he went inactive, unfortunately, right in the heart of his career. But he was definitely a max earner in his class, and I expect him to probably do that once again. So this is going to be a great pick for Nevada.
Absolutely. Looks like he's two-way. He's got a lot of two-way defensive ability. So he's going to be able to come in and probably immediately quarterback the power play for Nevada. He's also a 3-time Challenge Cup champion. So this is a guy who I think has proven himself. I think this is a real solid pick by Nevada.
Yeah, I do agree with you. It's a pretty
We
good
got
pick.
we got Carolina on the clock.
We got Carolina on the clock, but first of all, we do have a trade.
Ooh, first trade to announce.
So let's go through that. The trade is here. So we have Carolina will receive the 17th overall pick and the season 60 first round pick. And Vancouver will
Mhm.
receive the 5th overall pick and the 40th overall pick. So it's actually Vancouver on the clock right now.
Ooh, Vancouver's coming up. Do they keep their 6th? Or did you say that they
They do keep their 6th, so it's double
Nice.
Vancouver. They must have been trading up for someone they really wanted then.
They really, really want somebody. Is there another person perhaps playing a character in maybe that this might be? You never know. Oh, hey, look at that. We got Cassius Darrow in the chat. What's up, Cassius Darrow? Thanks so much for helping with the top prospect list. Cassius Darrow taken 8th overall in the SMJHL draft. Gosh, that was like season 43, season 44. Been a little while ago. A lot of our Canucks fans in the chat.
We do have the next pick in.
Once we announce this one, fellas, I'm probably gonna have to dip for a bit.
Of course.
It's okay.
We've been very glad to have you.
I appreciate you putting me on.
We have pick number 5 ready, so let's go ahead and announce this. With the 5th overall pick, Vancouver Whalers selects the center, Uthred Ragnarsson. That's 5 for fighting, who's the first gen.
Great pick.
I've seen this guy around. The really cool thing is you would think with the name he's got a guy from Sweden or Denmark. No, this is a guy who's going to play for the British Isles. Right on. From Bebenberg, Great Britain. This is a great pick by Vancouver. I also just love the name.
Yeah, I mean, I also think there's one of 2 Uthred Ragnarssons in this draft. There's actually 2 of them.
There's 2 Uthred Ragnarsson?
Yes.
Who is trolling?
No, and then we also have Gert's
trolling?
user, Jan Uthred Ragnarsson Tremblay. So there's now 3 Uthred Ragnarsson in the SHL.
How do I spell it? Tremblay?
Something like that. But this is not that Uthred.
Yeah, I know it's not that guy. Okay. What that guy is trolling reminds me of a few years ago we had a user. We had 2 different users who the user had his player name as a different user, and that user had his player name as the other user, and it was super confusing. And Vancouver's still on the clock, trying to add on to that pick. I think that's a real solid pick to go. I mean, the best way to really kind of build up a team, I think, is through the middle of the ice. So to go out there and grab one of the top, 2 or top 3 forwards in this draft, or top 3 centers, I should say specifically, I think that's a real solid job by Vancouver. Curious to see what else might come here. I wonder also the pick is in.
The pick is in, I think. I'm gonna need a double check here just to make sure that everything is working as intended.
Jean Uhtred Ragnarsson Tremblay. Thank you, Darrow.
All right, so pick 6 is ready, so let's head up to that, and we can announce it right now. With 6th overall, Vancouver selects the left defenseman of Never Broke Again, Young Boy. That's D Mills 3.
D Mills.
And that's a name I actually recognize. So
yeah, he used to be involved with the Vancouver front office. Also, I think this might be the shortest player in the SMJHL draft.
The shortest.
5. The shortest. All I know is the short jokes and D Mills. I'm sorry. Well done though to Vancouver going out and getting a Vancouver, really kind of heart and soul Vancouver player over here. Also, just kind of a charming name to say. Never broke again, young boy.
Well, never broke again, young boy. Congratulations. So now we're 6 picks in 81. Did you say it was 81
Yep.
picks?
No. I think there's only 68 or so. I'll double check right now. We're over 70 now. 3, 6, 9, 12, 14. Okay, there's 74 players, but there's also maybe 14 inactives too. So probably we're going to get about 60 players picked today if I had to guess.
60
And then we got
players?
Colorado on the clock.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Colorado on the clock. Well,
Yep, Darrow with insightful commentary that NBA YoungBoy cannot see over the counter. It is just something GMs should be aware of. Oh, and Ray Nichols pointing it out. Yes, Zane Rotzbua and Zane Rotzbua. Thank you. That's exactly what I was talking
I've
about.
thought of that.
That's exactly what I was thinking of when I was telling that story.
So many similar usernames. Truly something interesting.
Oh, I just noticed Nevada Battleborn has their own YouTube page, and they were just in the chat.
They have
What's
their
up,
own
Nevada?
YouTube page. They're challenging
They
my
Do you have a Detroit Falcons page?
No, I don't think so. At least
They're challenging your.
my
What are they challenging?
I don't know. They're challenging my influencer ways as part of the simulation Junior Hockey League Sim network. I don't know.
Hey,
All right,
do we have the pick?
we have the pick.
Ooh, who's Colorado taking?
So at 7, Colorado are selecting the left winger of Gonzo. Gonzo Gob Gonzo Gobbledygook. That's Tweedledum, who's a recreate, and I have started to dislike you for choosing a name making me look like a fool.
Well done, Tweedledum. You have accomplished your goal of making Hulk upset because your name is hard to pronounce. Let me try. Gonzo Gobbledygook.
Okay, you're in
right.
charge for pronouncing the picks now.
He DFA'd in St. Louis. So this is a guy who played a little bit for the Scarecrows last season during whatever run they might have been doing. I don't know a ton about Tweedledum, but I do know that at least he was a guy that a lot of people who had first round picks were talking about potentially taking. So this is a real good selection by Colorado, adding to their collection of really good forwards. I don't know how much longer they're going to have Yano Rosejak on the roster, but as long as they do, they're going to be a threat. Because that guy can stand on his head and keep pucks out of the back of the net.
Rosejack is a constant nemesis for me while playing.
I hate playing Rosejack.
He's too good. It's not fair.
He's so good. It's upsetting. Every Colorado game, it's just like, man, how can we drop 50 shots and only score 1 to 2 goals? It's ridiculous. That guy just has the perfect 425 goalie build. Don't know. Somebody ought to ask Demolish how he does it. We got Quebec City on the clock. Darrow is suggesting we make Infidel pronounce them. If we get Infidel back in. Blues fan 55, what's up? Blues fan 55, Mitch Van Hinderjijk, if I recall correctly, who I think has his number, retired in Anchorage Spent a huge amount of his time in New England. Big player over there. But now he is with a different team. Project Saint is telling you to pronounce names like Jert or Resso or Evo. Vander Heiden, thank you, Blues fan. And yeah. And yes, his number is retired in Anchorage.
Whose number is retired in Anchorage?
Mitch Vander Heiden, which
Oh,
is played
Blues
by
fan,
Blues
yeah.
fan 55. Yeah, yeah, he's on Hamilton now. That's right. That's right. You were the one part of my Hamilton survey. I remember now. And yeah, just Anchorage legend. I remember him when we got to New England, Hulk.
Yeah, I remember too.
Because I think he was still on the team. Van der Heijden. Thought I said that. Maybe I said Hayden. What's up, Luke's 1088?
All right, it seems we had a bit of a trouble here, but it's corrected now. It's actually not QCC on the clock, but St. Louis on the clock.
Ooh. So that's what Bytor was saying, because he said St. Louis on the clock.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Here comes
just,
St. Louis 8th overall.
just a bit of a miscommunication.
There wasn't a trade, was there?
No, there wasn't a trade. There was just
It hadn't been
there
corrected.
was earlier trades, yeah. So,
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
So the pick is in, actually. So let's see, just double checking. Yeah, okay, and I can announce the pick. So with the 8th overall, St. Louis will be selecting the right defenseman of Marcel Beck. And that's Bytor.
Bytor. Well done, Bytor. This is a great pick for St. Louis. He's going to add to their culture. This person has done a lot of media, done a lot of stuff. I think that this is one of the top first gens in this whole class.
Oh,
and
I agree.
I think this is an outstanding pick by St. Louis to get this
Bytor,
player here.
Bytor is actually a WJC GM.
What?
Yep.
Bytor, you're GMing already? You haven't even been drafted in the J, and he's GMing. He's GMing.
Sweden.
I'm gonna assume Sweden.
Yep.
Does this render not have a Swiss jersey on?
Correct, but I'm guessing that his team was filled or something, because we have one Swede in Canadice, and then we have
Bytor is a Swedish player too. Yeah. Yeah. Marcel Beck is a Swedish defenseman, so maybe. What team or conglomerate does Switzerland fall under? Sorry, I meant Swiss defenseman. What I think is it Doc? DACH in World Juniors?
Not probably, yeah.
Not sure, but
I'm not completely sure either.
what a guy. The guy comes on and he's GMing a team like that quickly. I mean, I think it just goes to show you the kind of dedication. Well done by St. Louis. Just a great pick.
And it seems we have the next pick in as well.
From your Detroit Falcons.
From my Detroit Falcons. So who am I going to be able to welcome? Well, I'm not gonna delay it anymore. Detroit, with the 9th overall pick, selects the left defenseman Zach Wilson with the great username of Bend Over.
Oh shoot!
It's the first
there was a great. The funny thing, Bend Over is that there was a player named Ben Dover from like 20 seasons ago who's in the Hall of Fame now, played by Hamilton GM Halsey.
Oh, is Bendover related to Huge Yaz?
No, I
No?
don't think so. Really, I mean, you'd have to ask Sparky. He's recruited by Sparky.
Oh,
Yeah, this is Discord user. Well, I'm not gonna say Discord. Probably, I don't know. But you'd have to ask. You'd have to ask Sparky's player renders Quinn Hughes. 6 foot though. I mean, that's like 4 inches taller than Quinn Hughes.
apparently we had Bendover and now we have Bendover, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, nice. You know, I mean, you're gonna go have to welcome this guy.
I'm
onto the
welcoming him
team.
after the stream.
You
but
welcome him.
to the team, Zach Wilson. And
Welcome
Bendover, of
Zach
course.
Wilson to Detroit. User Bendover, no relation to player Bendover, aka Hugh Jazz, which is a great username, by the way. I mean, a great player name, Hugh Jazz. This is actually the second Zach Wilson, I think, in 2 seasons.
How did you say it?
I believe we had a Zach Wilson last season too.
The name sounds really familiar.
He was one of the Newfoundland players who I don't think panned out from last year. Or maybe it was season 57 that was. Either way, Zach Wilson, sadly, after like the introduction weekend, he was gone. I do love the name Jamar Laxon, which is, by the way, Ben Dover.
Oh, very well. I see. Okay, but we do have the 10th pick in. That's Kelowna. So, with no further ado, with the 10th overall pick for the season 59, Kelowna selects the center, Satoru Gojo. It's Matty 7478, who's a recruit.
Matty! Yeah, baby. I am so heartbroken that Matty is not a member of Newfoundland this year, but well done, Matty. Well done. This is a guy who's just really awesome, and I think this is an absolutely outstanding pick by Kelowna. Every interaction I've ever had with Matty's great. He was part of Newfoundland's S59 4-Star Cup championship team. I'm sure Satoru Goja is going to be great. Eventually going to be teammates with past teammate Diside Dayuti when he's eventually called up to the Japanese IIHF team. So well done, and congrats to Matty, and congrats to Satoru Goja. This is a great pick by Kelowna. Absolutely outstanding.
That's not.
Also, his strengths are doubled.
Words. His what?
Offensive read is 11, and his offensive read is 11.
Well, he's just
I think
really
that
strong
means
in his offensive read.
He's just very smart with the puck on his stick, or his defensive read is 11. Let's see. No, his defensive read is 9. His offensive read is just stated twice. His shooting accuracy is also 11. His getting open is also 11. His screening is 11. So, this guy, because Kelowna has such a good team, and he's got all the goal scoring attributes leveled up right now. Don't be shocked if Gojo leads rookies in goal scoring next season.
Well, he has to have a good line as well.
I mean, he's on Kelowna. I don't think that's going to be much of a problem. And the pick is in.
True. The pick is in, and, well, it's usually really quick in the beginning, so I see no reason to just hold it out. Let's go on. So, with the second to last pick in the first round, the 11th overall, St. Louis are selecting a left winger, a first gen, Maverick Seabrook. Tonsey. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Love the username. Something very catchy about Tonzi.
Yeah, also I like the name Maverick Seabrook. Really sounds like
Yeah, it's a
someone
great
solid.
name.
So let's see. Does he have
The-
double strength? No, sadly. He's just really strong, however. His strength is strength.
his strength is 10. But Seabrook is another Great Britain player, so this is a guy that British Isles could use in World Juniors next season. This is yet another amidships recruit. I think this is the second amidships recruit taken in the first round.
Wow.
A 6'3", 220 left winger. Looks like leans definitely into the offensive category. This is a guy who's got a lot of he's got a lot of the goal scoring attributes at the expense of face off. So this is yet another guy who could be a threat to lead rookies in goal scoring. It just really depends on the line that St. Louis ultimately is willing to give him. This is a pretty exciting pick, though. Newfoundland versus Newfoundland. Listen, I say Newfoundland because that's how I say it. Every draft people are like, "Hey man, it's not Newfoundland." I know.
I've
But
already
I
tried telling
love,
him how to pronounce it, but he
I
won't
love
listen.
to say Newfoundland because it's fun.
It's Newfoundland. I see.
It's fun to say it my way or the highway. And I think in this quick lull, I just want to say, Jamar Laxon, Halk. Do you know what Jamar Laxon is a reference to?
Can't say I'm familiar. Maybe I do know, but nothing pops up in my head.
Jamar Laxon.
No, I don't know.
It's Lamar Jackson.
Wait, oh my god. I
Quarterback
tried
of the
flipping the
Ravens.
letters in my head, and I was like, Lamar Jackson. Wait, that's what he's called. Oh,
Yep.
of course.
Pain. Learn
Hey.
American football, Halk.
Wow. No. I have enough sports to deal with already. All right, pick 12 is in, the last of the first round. So, with it, it's time for Quebec to select their first pick. And it's the
No, they
left,
got Grayson Cooper.
that's the left defenseman of Ryan Gardner. That's Evident Rogue and another first gen.
Right on. Another first gen off the board.
They just keep going.
Not familiar with this guy. Oh, look at this from Arlington, Virginia, United States. I've actually been to Arlington.
Wow, so
walked.
you practically know this guy IRL.
I practically know him IRL. I walked to Arlington while I was in DC. I hope that this player doesn't leave Team USA. I hope that they stay Team USA. I know a lot of players transfer out of there because it's so busy. But you should stay. This is a defensive
you.
defenseman.
Don't feel any pressure.
This is a defensive defenseman. It looks like primarily. Real cool prospect. I wish I knew more about you. From the Hockey Dynasty subreddit. Do we have Evident Rogue in the chat? We got Evident Rogue in the chat. I don't think we do. I like his player render though.
Yeah. Pretty cool. All right, now we're finished with round 1. Wow. Just
That went
20
by
minutes
pretty
into the
quickly.
draft and we're finished with 1 round. Man.
That was what? Well, wait. Did it take 40 minutes?
Well, not really, since there was some delay in struggling, so it's maybe more like 20 minutes.
I thought it was 12:15. I thought it was like 15 minutes. Shoot. Announce team use. All right. Team use. There, he's been announced.
Thank you.
Maine's got their pick in.
Yeah, they got the pick in, and Maine are selecting the right winger, Timus. Good job announcing it. It's JJ James Jamerson Angler.
Shoot.
I don't
Fuck.
know if this was leaked somehow or if they were just
Was
kidding
that
around.
leaked?
However, it's quite fun.
Oh no. Who's leaking?
Yeah,
Who's
who's
leaking
leaking, Sane?
things? Who's leaking things? This is a German right winger, been around a couple weeks, already got 202 TPE. So Maine's going to be quite happy with themselves to find a relatively high earner in this class still hanging around in the second round. Well done on Maine.
Wow. Yeah, I
No,
like
yeah,
this.
no
I mean,
leaking, guys.
everyone who's
How
active
dare
in
you?
chat, usually those are those are the real nice picks.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you love to see it. I think Toast again is having a pretty good draft so far, and this is a guy who actually DFA'd in Maine. So
Yeah,
this guy
he's
doesn't even
already
need to be
familiar.
welcomed back into the locker room. Which you know what this means, JJ James Jamerson Angler. If you stay in Maine for the full 4 seasons, you have a chance to basically be the leader in every stat since you kind of came in. Well, I guess you only played playoffs, didn't you? Never mind. But you could be the playoff leader in everything since you've had like 5 chances to be in the playoffs at that point.
And the pick is
And
in.
now we got
Let's not delay
St.
anything more.
Louis.
St. Louis have selected, and St. Louis are selecting the right winger Nikolai Ayersov, who's faded.
Oh, this guy was in chat not that long ago.
It's probably still
Is
in chat then.
yo Faded, you still here?
Faded. Congratulations.
Faded. Look, Faded is already a great pick because Faded has a Pepe emote for his avatar, which just really tells you that he's already on board. This was the Belarusian defenseman we talked about earlier. Belarusian winger that we talked about earlier. Doesn't pass. Got a passing at 5 right now. Maybe that'll get improved. But he's got a very balanced build otherwise.
Well, congratulations. Well, I mean, more like sorry you had to join Scarecrows. No, just kidding. You're gonna enjoy it under Sparky. It's gonna be great.
No, you should tell Sparky. You should roast Sparky some more.
Well, I mean, I am roasting him, just not all the time. He needs some
Is this a
positive
Phil
reinforcement.
Kessel Toronto Maple Leafs render? Is that what I just saw? Am I wrong?
I don't know.
What a throwback to a different era gone by. Used to love talking about Phil Kessel with my friends as being the only pro athlete I've ever seen who didn't work out during the off season.
And pick 15 is in, and pick 15 is getting announced right now. Pick 15 is Anaheim, and they will be selecting the left winger, Hi Hashti. Hi Hashti, and username is also Hi Hashti. First gen DFA'd in Maine.
How do you spell it?
Well, as it sounds.
Okay, I got it. I got it. Hi Hashti. A German winger. Not nice. You know, this is a team that Ace runs. So I'm gonna have to ask Ace about what this guy's like. Probably pretty cool.
Sounds
Definitely has a relatively balanced build, you know, and he's going to be part of a future Anaheim team that is likely to be quite good. Oh, I love Darrow coming in here with the Phil Kessel joke. But yeah, good pick good pick by Anaheim, I'd say. I mean, he's got a lot of the offensive stats in there. And he's a 2.0. He's got 202 in TPE, which puts him at probably one of the upper levels of this class right now.
Probably.
So well done. Yeah, I mean, finding those 200 TPE guys in the second round is pretty nice. Speaking of nice, his jersey number is 69. So
Nice.
you do know that this guy is definitely a good locker room presence. I hope. I guess I don't know, but I hope you are. Hi, Hashti. Are you in chat?
Now it's something interesting. Carolina has 3 picks in a row.
Okay. You know, the thing about Carolina, guys, if you get drafted there, very active locker room. They have had a lot of success producing SHL talent. This is a pretty good locker room to go to, I think. So Carolina is a very exciting team if you get picked by them.
Indeed. We have the first pick in, so we're announcing who Carolina will select with the first of the 3 picks. That's number 16 overall. They selected the right winger Bjorn, who's next 77, and a name I actually recognize, so congratulations.
I mean, what a great name. Bjorn.
I do love it. The only way that it could have been better was that if it had Bjorn. But
yeah,
that's
I know
just
this
mostly-
guy plays over in the. I know he plays over in the ISFL. Seems like a cool dude.
Hmm.
I don't know him. Do you know him? I know you
No,
recognize the username.
I mean, maybe. I know the name sounds really familiar, and I probably am offending him right now.
I mean, his name is Bjorn. You know he has to be a top pick. Wait, his renders Dwight?
Yeah.
Like, so is this just Seven trying to get another Dwight in his locker room? Because Carolina had Dwight Knight from a few seasons ago. No.
Oh, I see. So there's Dwight the player, and then there's Dwight the render.
They're bringing. Well, no, Dwight. They had a guy who had Dwight Knight's render. I'm pretty sure was Dwight from The Office.
Oh, really? Okay, I had no
No?
idea.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're just bringing in anybody who has an office render. Then they're convincing me of this. I actually think this guy could be really good if he's already buffed up his physical attributes this much. He could just put in some TPE when he starts his career, the stuff like getting open, passing, be an instant contributor to an offense.
We're being corrected by Smith here, saying that the render for Dwight Knight was not the Dwight from The Office.
Oh, okay.
He's also
I'm
laughing
sorry.
at you.
I don't know who it was. I swear in my mind I could see Carolina having another Dwight render.
Well, they do have Dwight
maybe
Knight, but I'm pretty sure it's
But it's
the
not.
render.
It's not him. I don't know who it is. Ben. Also being told that Bjorn is Philly's quarterback in the ISFL.
Oh,
Apparently. So right on.
nice. Well, there's a lot of ISFL people coming in, and well, there's no surprise, but the pick is in. Sopath, are you still here with me?
I'm still here with
Good.
you. Who is it? I'm waiting.
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. Carolina will be selecting with their 17th overall a goaltender.
Oh.
That's Osada Tamura. That's first gen with the username Gregarious.
I was kind of thinking this might be the guy who was in here earlier, who's a goaltender. I can't remember off the top of my head, but right on. This is a recruit from Kanito Minara, Japanese goaltending prospect. So that's pretty cool. You always love to see the goaltenders get some love and goaltenders to kind of come into the league. We haven't really had a class filled with goalies in a while. I don't think that this class is necessarily filled with goalies.
I think there's
but
three.
it's just
two or
kind of
three
nice to see them
keepers.
still trickle in. Two or three, okay.
I saw some rumors about the GMs fighting, like actually physically fighting over the goalies. So we'll have to see how that
Oh,
ends
you
up.
hear that? So I don't know. The other goaltender prospect I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. So you're probably highly contested over right now, especially since you were in chat. But well done to Carolina to go out and get another goalie, and congratulations to Osada Tamura. I think you're going to really enjoy your time in Carolina. It's a very active locker room. Has a tendency to get people very, very involved.
Very involved. I mean, look at Seven. He does like 3 jobs and a podcast or something.
Yeah, I mean, literally. He also is in charge of SHL presentation.
Hmm.
Right? Am I wrong about that?
He's the events team leader, so you're not wrong.
Okay.
So let's see. The pick is in for the last of the 3 of the Carolinas pick, number 18 overall. And Carolina will be selecting a left winger. And that left winger
Ooh.
is Lucas Raymond. That's JJ Langabir, who's a recreate.
Nice. I'm not personally familiar with this user.
I am, however. He is in the Sweden locker room. Joined a couple of days ago. So, I mean, I have had nothing but pleasant experience to JJ Langabir. I do think, however, that he's had a break or something from the site, but that might be me that's wrong, because it's the first time I'm seeing this user. Not user here, but in the Swedish locker room. So, I mean, welcome back, I guess. And welcome to Carolina. As Sopa said, it's a good team to be on, and definitely something you'll enjoy.
Do you think his build is just going to be identical to the FHM 7 build of Lucas Raymond?
I mean,
like that's what he's going for, is like to be literally Lucas Raymond.
I mean, that would be quite fun.
Is he in chat? Tell us if that's what you're doing.
But also, I mean, I discovered that the FHM builds can be really, really not alike to the real life.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of funny. You ever take an SHL player and put him in FHM?
How good are they?
Much better. like Nathan McKinnon wouldn't cut it in the SHL.
Wow.
I think. Well, no, he'd be good in the SHL, but he wouldn't be, like as good as like Monkey D. Luffy from season 56 or so.
We have pick 19 in. That's Nevada
Ooh.
Battleborn's second pick, I think. It's weird seeing them pick twice in the first 2 rounds. So let's go ahead and announce it. It's really weird. I mean, usually they pick later. But Nevada will be selecting the left winger, Jimmy Larkin Conway. That's Grapehead, who's a recreate. So welcome back to the J, Grapehead.
Oh. It was only in season 57 he played the number 1 goaltender in that draft, which was Kit Kirkstone, if I recall correctly. And so now he's come back as a winger, probably because at that point there was a lot of goalies in front of him. And I'm sure that if this guy's coming back as a winger, this guy's ready to bring it. Happy to see him go in the second round. I think this is 2 times straight he's gone in the second round in the J. So, well done, Jimmy Larkin Conway. Also, what a great name Jimmy Larkin Conway is. I mean, Larkin's just a cool last name. And then to top it off with the Conway part.
Yeah.
Real solid job by Grapehead.
Real solid job by Nevada, too, drafting him.
Darrow's telling me it was Philip Zadina. Wonder who played Kit Kirkstone then. Hold on, I'm looking it up.
All right.
Yeah, it was Grapehead.
Good job. Good memory.
I had that one right.
We do have the next pick in. This is Anchorage first pick for the draft, coming in at pick 20, right? I'm not wrong. Yeah, at pick 20. So let's go right ahead and announce that the Armada Anchorage selects the center Mikhail Novikov. That's Crutch, who's a recreate. So welcome back to the J, Crutch.
Right on. You familiar with this user?
No, I can't say I've heard Crutch, but I mean, I usually don't recognize a lot of the recreates,
Eh,
but that's probably because I'm still relatively new to the site, so to say.
Yeah, same here. But the thing I do recognize about Crutch is that he has a great avatar, and also that the subtitle below his username is "I was wrong about Sea of Thieves 2018." So this was probably a guy who was talking about how Sea of Thieves would be the next greatest thing ever. And so while Anchorage is getting a really good player, they also need to be worried that he might overhype another game that everybody begins to play. So they're just going to have to watch out for that. Otherwise, a pretty solid pick.
Very good. So let's see what we're heading into now. We're past the 20th pick. We're looking for QCC, then in Anaheim, then Quebec again, and then Anaheim again to round off the second round. So,
Right on. A lot of ace picks coming up.
yeah, two of them. Also, two of Ewok and Felix picks. Oh, I think you're gonna love this one.
Oh, I am.
I'll just go ahead and announce it. With the 21st pick overall, Quebec City selects the right defenseman of Alfred Jankovic. It's Qatar 22.
You fucking troll. Qatar 2022. When you said it, I thought it was Qatar 2022. I was like, what a username. Well done, Alfred Yankovic. I was wondering when that would go. I thought you said Qatar 2022. I was about to be like, that
Who's
is a
this user?
trolly ass username. It would be, maybe that's a subtle joke he's going for, but you know what? This is a good pick by Quebec City. This guy is bringing a lot of character to the locker room. What's up, Qatar? If this guy,
Congratulations.
if he brings a lot of personality to the locker room and character, I think that's great because I know at Newfoundland how much a guy like Big Yosh, aka Vaseline Podcalzone, or Pasta the Turtle is meant to us. We love hyping those guys up, getting around them, and all that kind of stuff. So if Qatar is able to do that over Quebec City, I think you could see Quebec City do something like what Newfoundland has done and build a consistently good roster over the years. I thought you said Qatar 22. I was like, jeez. that is somebody just full on going troll with their username.
Um, wow, okay, we're moving on quickly. The picks are just rolling in, not a lot of downtown. I'm gonna actually just give me a second here, because we're gonna have a new guest
Wow.
joining us.
Oh, let's see
Let's
it.
see.
Is it Ace? Is that our guest?
No, it's not Ace. I'm trying to reach him.
Okay.
We'll see if he jumps in. I'll just go on ahead and announce who Anaheim are picking. With the 22nd pick overall for Anaheim, they are selecting the left winger Daniel Mercia Jr., who's simply incorrect, who's a recreate. And
I like that name.
I think we have Jayhawk with us now.
Hey boys, how you doing?
How are
What's
you,
up, Jayhawk?
Hey, how's your end of the draft going?
It's going well. We're hitting just as the end of the second round right now.
Yeah,
I don't know if you saw, but Daniel Mercier Jr. just got picked for Anaheim.
yeah, yeah. I noticed. I'm
Simply incorrect.
watching
And
watching the stream as I'm bouncing back and forth.
you know what I
Think-
love about a guy like this? Because they are a recreate, they're allowed to get away with making their shooting accuracy 15 without someone like Festinator being like, hey, just so you know. They have
Also,
15 shooting accuracy and 15 getting open.
Well, he's offensively minded. I guarantee you that.
It's
Dear
really
God.
beautiful.
I seriously hope they don't plan on using him in any defensive roles because it'll hurt them quite a bit. That's insane. 15 and all those attributes. It's like wow.
I honestly though I love it because that's like the big goal scoring stats. This Nashville winger don't want to do anything but score goals, and I love it.
Yeah, well, I remember when was it Pingy or Pingu or whoever he was had just offensive sniper stats, no defense. And I remember every time we played him in the playoffs, he hurt us every single time. Hated that.
You can make your defensive stats not actually abysmal by probably midway through your rookie year. I mean, his defensive ratings are all 5, so assuming he upgrades none of his offensive stats, which he doesn't really need to because he doesn't need his shooting range any higher.
No, he doesn't.
5.
And like you said, depending what type of player he's building, I mean that's fine, right? You can be mediocre on defense, but be a power play specialist. That's fine. You can still help your team. But at the beginning of the season, he's going to be a huge liability, at least for the first week of the season, I would think. That being said, though, I haven't seen his update page, so he might already have some stats put in there.
anyways, guys,
I feel like this means we do a deep dive. Whoa, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
I'm all for discussing our draftees, but we do have more picks coming in.
Yep.
So we're gonna go ahead and announce pick 23. That's Quebec City's Citadels, who will select the right winger Hale Bingus. That's Tekion
Hell,
Chavari.
Bingus! I saw this guy in the Discord the other day. I was really having a fun time with his. I thought his username was really fun. Great player name. I love it. This is a guy you just love to chant. Adding this guy on top of Yankovic, I mean, this could be a really deadly combination for Quebec City of building a really strong culture. I really like this pick.
Just gonna
New
go-
user though, right?
Yeah, it's a first gen DFA a bit in Colorado.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go ahead and explain to our people that Jayhawk is the GM of the Nevada Battleborn.
That is
Oh,
correct.
right on.
That is
So
correct.
we do have another GM joining us for a bit, talking while they wait for their picks in round 4.
Can I just add on to something here? I checked Daniel Mercier's update page. A lot of stats are updated, but none of them are defense. It's acceleration, shooting range, passing speed, and puck handling, and he banked too.
Oh.
I actually fucking love that.
Oh, that's just yeah. I mean,
that guy doesn't try
Yeah.
on defense.
yeah, like for us, I would our team coach would probably be like going insane right about now if I drafted someone like that. But
Ace is gonna be like, dude, I can make this guy into the god of goals.
I'm pretty sure.
On the topic of God of Goals, let's go ahead and announce the next pick. You'll see a bit in a while what I meant. But Anaheim will select with the 24th pick overall the goaltender Zen Rosa.
Oh.
It's Vicky and who's a recreate.
I'm not familiar with this user. Are you familiar, Jayhawk?
Hang on. What pick was that again?
That's pick 24.
Pick 24. Oh man, I don't know like Vicken very well. Apparently he's a recreate, by what I could tell. Probably before my time on site, or I didn't really have much to deal with. So no, I don't know him very well.
But congratulations, anyways. I'm just now seeing him here. I know that it was Olaf Karsika who was in here earlier, so this was not the guys. Viken in the chat, so we can congratulate you for going to join Anaheim. I'm not sure if this is. I don't know what the Anaheim goaltender situation is. I know that last year they had French rookie I Stop Pucks in net, and I think actually in Anaheim, because I don't know what had ended up happening with I Stop Pucks, but I know that Anaheim might be a really good situation for a rookie goaltender to end up in.
Absolutely.
Because there could be a battle there.
Oh, for sure. But I mean, like Anaheim is also building towards the future, right? They want to rebuild. I think it's a smart move. I think they still have their veteran goaltender. So to me, it's a smart move on their part.
Absolutely. Let's move on, and we do have a trade to actually go through before we move on.
Ooh.
So let's show the trade.
Trade.
So as you can see, it's a trade between Carolina and Maine. So Carolina will receive the 25th overall, which is the now upcoming trade, while Maine receives the 28th overall, the 52nd overall, and a season 64th round pick.
Well, that's really cool. Season 60 might be a Reddit draft.
There's potential for that, you're right.
There's a... So Maine's got the... So Maine's only dropping about 3 spots back. Carolina must really want somebody here.
Yeah. I do wonder who
really want somebody. I'm very curious now as to see who this might be. But, I don't know that if we know when the next Reddit draft is going to be, but if that's a Reddit draft season 60, that's pretty exciting for Maine. Those Reddit drafts, you never really know. They're so deep and you get so much talent in there. It could be anything.
Yeah, for sure. And especially, I mean, in a Reddit draft, round 4 is like, it's such a deep draft that round 4 is still really valuable.
Rico Muerto was saying Anaheim has Van Meteor, I believe, as their goaltender.
Oh, but
yeah,
he's
Van
up for
Meteor
the
is
SHL backup
S57.
games. Okay.
He so that's the he's in our class S57, if I recall correctly. The former, I know he played with San Francisco, his previous player, for a very long time. I don't know who's currently the third goaltender in the S57 class because there's like 5. It's either him or Tyler Ward.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, good to know.
Well,
I
we
mean,
do...
so
Go
what
on.
were you gonna say?
No, go on.
No, you go on.
Okay, well, I was just going to say that the pick is in, and we can finally figure out who Carolina really wanted. So,
Who do they want?
The 25th overall pick that Carolina just traded for, they select the left winger, Roderick Baines.
Hey, Roddy B.
Roddy B. I can see why they wanted this guy. The fast skating, the puck handling, the big size, the power forward, playmaker, not puck maker.
Puck maker. He makes pucks. You heard it here first.
Wait, so we do have now Roderick Baines, who I makes pucks and then I stop pucks. I see. Quite interesting.
Good. Right on, Roddy B. I know he was in the chat earlier.
He's still in the
Not
chat.
sure if... Is Roddy B still here?
Yeah, he's really happy.
Yeah, right on, Roddy B, baby. You love to see it. I think that's a really solid pick by Carolina. Again, getting those getting those actives in the third round is just so core to building a really good team in the SMJHL. You know,
Yeah.
any like the actives after the first 2 rounds in particular. That's how you really build out the team.
Yeah, I mean, for this draft, I find we have a fairly deep draft with actives, which is great on our end. I know a lot of people don't know this because it's all on the back end, but I mean, there's a lot of trade chatter, people who want to move up, people who want to move down. And it's just, I mean, it's great to see that happening with so many active players that you can pick from. You can really go get the type of player you want.
Yeah, and this was not at all how it was just a couple seasons ago in season 57. You know, I mean, it kind of felt like the draft was over by the time you got to the third round. And the last like 3 drafts, including this one, it feels like there's still obviously active guys you can go out and get.
Yeah, there's definitely, like, after you get through I'd say the elite picks, then you have your solid picks, and then you have your potential picks. And that's what we're seeing, what, you know, I'm expecting in the later rounds is those potential picks, those people that maybe aren't sure about SHL or whatnot. And if you can get them and get them involved and excited about it, you can get a deep steal in the later picks in drafts like this.
I mean, there's almost you do almost feel better with a deep steal than you do with the successful first overall pick.
Oh yeah, you can definitely get a player, a deeper player that can be incredibly successful than someone you would pick in an early. Like most early picks are recreates, and so they can be a little bit lazy or just whatever, going through the motions of it. So you can get a player in the later rounds that can definitely outperform a recreate.
We do have the next pick, so I'm going to go ahead and announce number 26. That's St. Louis, who are selecting the right defenseman Mars Stanton, who's CD12 and a first gen.
Nice.
Congratulations.
What
Stanton.
position did you say that they play?
Right defenseman.
Right on, another good potential pick. I'm not too familiar with this user. Do we got Mars Stanton in the chat? I don't think we do. I don't know. What were the earlier picks? How many defensemen has St. Louis taken so far?
How many defense? Does it say on the sheet? I think it does say on the sheet. Yeah, let's see. St. Louis has picked. With this, they're up at 2 defensemen and 2 wingers.
I mean, regardless, they're taking a guy with a great player name. Mars Stanton is super catchy. You love to write a name like Mars Stanton. So if this player turns out well, I know that I think Jackers might do some of those game recaps again and start, you know, giving out awards for players of the game. Mars Stanton would be a great player to give a player of the game award to, considering just what a fun name that is to say. So congratulations to CD12, St. Louis, and Mars Stanton. Hoping for the best out of that.
With no further ado, let's keep on moving through the draft. And it's actually time for a Nevada Battleborn pick.
Yeah, and we put that pick in, so yeah. Pretty excited.
You already know this then.
Every GM's got their list, right? So in the top 3 rounds, I mean, with Nevada, we pretty much set out our top 36 that we like, in whatever order we like, and then we just start knocking off names, and whoever's there, you know, we pick. So yeah, our top 36 is kind of set on our paper. So yeah, 27 wasn't too hard.
I'm about to announce it on screen. Do you want to announce it instead of me when I tell you to?
Sure, why not?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Then you can go right ahead and announce who you will pick with the 27th overall.
All right, with the 27th overall pick, the Nevada Battleborn are excited to select Anton Harrier, username Thunfish.
Ooh, I saw this guy earlier in chat.
Yeah, I've seen him site as well, I think. Really good pick, I think.
Yeah, we were surprised he was still there, to be honest with you. And so, yeah, we definitely jumped on that.
Tell us about what you thought was really exciting about this guy.
Like his speed, I like his agility. In terms of shooting accuracy and his range and stuff, which is more of his weaker aspects, he's going to have more than enough time to work on that. Just the way the team is set up, the top six is kind of set with guys that are in their last season with us. So lines 3 and 4 will be those developing lines. We're excited with him. I like the fact that his speed is where it is. Makes him a really quick player, perhaps a really good counterattacking player to start for us. So we're excited to get him into the team and see what he's got and see where he goes.
What do you expect him to bring in the locker room?
Just someone who's fun to be around, a good attitude, a good teammate, and someone who likes to chat. Maybe play some games. We'll see what he's like when he gets in the locker room. I mean, for most GMs, you know, you're talking to 30, 40 different guys, and it kind of gets all mixed up after a while. And he's someone who we've liked from the get-go, and we're glad we could get him.
Yeah, I mean the drafting process for especially you JGMs must be really difficult because you only have the chat and maybe some couple of site posts or stuff to go on.
Yeah, we have. I would say by the time the 4-Star Cup finishes to draft day, you normally have about a week and a bit, and we only really have them in the Meet the GM Discord thread for maybe 2 or 3 days. So it's a lot to go through in a very short period of time, for sure.
Well, happy you're able to get him. I mean, I know that Thunfish was a guy that Ham told me to scout over in Newfoundland, and I was like, yeah, I can do that. And then I didn't. But but thankfully I won't get in trouble for that one because as it turns out, we couldn't have taken him anyways. So thank you for bailing me out.
Oh, you're more than welcome.
I you know what? To my fellow Zerks listening, look, I was very busy with the awards show this week. I am sorry. But I was mostly hoping to scout the class for my own sake, but then I got very busy.
Real life is a pain. Let's go ahead and announce the 28th overall pick. That's Maine. And Maine will be selecting the right defenseman, Philip Demitra. He's a first gen. Username is Philip3242.
That is a brilliant username. Thank you. Philip 3242. I love it. What position did you say you played?
Right defenseman. So still, I think it looks like defensemen are a top priority for many of the teams.
Oh yeah, I mean, probably after S57 or so, there might have been a little bit of a drought. He's gonna play for the Czech team. Looks like he can quarterback a power play. You love to see it. Might do some well to get in some shot blocking in before the start of the season. His weakness is they say it's getting open and shooting accuracy. I mean, that's pretty okay getting open and shooting accuracy, I think, for a defenseman. But
both at
or
9
at
as
least like
well.
a,
I mean,
a rookie defenseman. Like I know they're both 9. I'd say like that's pretty solid, all things considered. It's a first gen. Do we have Philip 3242 in chat? No, maybe not.
no.
Oh well. I still think this is a pretty cool pick. It's interesting. If it if they can get a guy who's going to be active, it'll be exciting. But we'll see.
Right, we're heading soon to the middle of the third round. It's proceeding pretty smooth.
Dude, Newfoundland
He was on
is
Twitch.
going to have
He
their
was on
pick.
Twitch.
It was on Twitch. Oh, what's up, Philip 3242? What's going on? This has got to be one of those R Canucks kind of influx that we got in here. Just remember, Phil, that if you run into the big Yoshi, that you tell him that you love Thatcher Demko. As long as you tell him that, it's all good. Oh, and also, I don't know how the main chant goes. You're going to have to ask Dogwood Maple. It's like, go, main, go. Go, main, go. Hey, trees, what do you say? We're going to win today. I think that's what it is. Somebody from Maine correct me.
That's pretty good, actually. Pretty close.
I feel like we play Maine every other game, and we've played them in the playoffs 3 years in a row, and I think I'm pretty used to their chant at this point. So, somebody correct. Okay.
Oh, there you go.
There it is. Go, trees, go. Go, trees, go. Hey, Mainers, what do you say? The trees are going to win today. Thank you. Toast for that. That's what I thought it was.
Oh, whole wheat toast is toast. Oh my god.
Oh, come on. Our whoosh, how. Yeah, thank you. So, Phil, get used to that little small chant because you're gonna have to spam that every time Maine plays a game. Oh, Maine should be getting pretty good soon. I mean, I think Dogwood Maple is going to be a 425 player next season. So they got to be starting to get a lot of talent kind of coming around
there's
there.
no way Mainz are in the same hellhole that they were this season.
It was last season. Hey, Newfoundland was I think the first or second. Now I don't remember how bad Newfoundland was in season 57, but it was not pretty. And they completely turned it around just the next season. So
Yeah,
maybe Maine does that.
Jay is very easy to like just turn over a bad season to a good season or a good season to a bad season.
Yeah, it happens pretty quick. It really
I'm really
does happen
excited to
quick.
see how Puddles O'Duck plays next season. Puddles O'Duck, my fellow Oregon fan, played by Z-Wiz. I mean, he's going to be a 425 defenseman. Johnny Tsunami, our fellow prospect over in New England, he's going to be a 425 winger. Man, it feels like Johnny Tsunami was a rookie so recently, but nope. As well as like a lot of other guys here. I mean, Maine's got a real good team that's just coming into their own form. And did Bigger for You really retire?
I don't know. I might be incorrect.
Toast, did he retire? Jax, I hope you do commit crimes.
That's so bad. You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to tell our viewers to go commit crimes.
Okay, you're right. I don't hope you go commit crimes.
Hello, Sparky. Any Colorado pickers? Hello, Rugsy. No crimes. You want a shout out for the awesome Koji of St. Louis? I mean, I would shout out this supposedly awesome co-GM of St. Louis, but
If I remember. Jax, I'm Sopath. Go ahead and Thunderdome me.
Yeah, please, no. What? Yeah, okay, wait.
Go
Hang
ahead
on.
and do it.
Thunderdome Sopath, Wonderdome me.
I encourage you to Thunderdome me.
But okay, didn't we discuss this last season as well? Is it really a Thunderdoming if you actually ask to be Thunderdomed?
I don't remember if we discussed it. I think it's still a Thunderdome. I think it counts. I mean, it's just conflict. We're gonna conflict. We're going to conflict, if you will, in the Thunderdome. I mean, I think I think though that it's not going to be like a Jay Rudo level Thunderdome, but it will be it's definitely going to be more than your casual Thunderdome.
Well, what do you say about this? I will Thunderdome you after the stream.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go ahead and Thunderdome me.
Okay.
I'm prepared. I've been around for 4 seasons and I've yet to be Thunderdomed.
Okay. Pick 29 is in. Finally, we can announce it, and it's Vancouver who will be selecting, and they select the goalkeeper Olof Karsiko. That's Akka, who's a first gen.
Baby Olaf! I know he was in the chat earlier, so good for you, Olaf. You got big shoes to fill. There's one more year at least of John St. Arc. Don't know if he's coming back for year 5. John St. Arc, one of the top prospects in the league. Learn a lot from him. He really knows the engine well. He'll tell you how to make a good 425 build. This is hopefully a good future replacement for John St. Arc, because John St. Arc has been just a god since he came in. Won Rookie of the Year, was the starting goaltender for a Vancouver Whalers team that won a 4-star cup. So congratulations to Olaf here. I don't know that they're still in the chat. Like, what has it been? An hour and a half since I last saw them. But he's here. ASC. Yeah, what's up? PogChamp. You're going to I think this is a great team for you to go to, because you potentially get to be the follow-up to John St. Arc. Well done. Olaf Karsiko.
Some pretty big boosts
And that
to
concludes
follow.
the third. No, that concludes the third. No, but it concludes the last pick of the 20s. Now we're going into the 30s.
That's
in
correct.
this section, Newfoundland, they got a pick coming up. We're coming up soon. I'm very excited to see who our one rookie. I don't know. Maybe we get 2 rookies, but at least 1 rookie. I also just noticed over in our Discord, Corey was like, "Hey, what's up, Sopath? You talk a lot." I mean, it's not mean. It's a good trait. Okay,
I do
Corey.
appreciate it.
Hey, man, I just got a lot to say.
I
I mean, I also talked like for an hour straight yesterday in the award show. I just like to talk a lot.
So apparently, her pick 29 actually created yesterday.
Oh.
So I mean, that's pretty good.
Secret.
Going 29 and getting picked, creating yesterday and going 29.
What does
Jayhawk's leaving
Vancouver
us.
know?
So goodbye, Jayhawk. Thank you for joining us.
Goodbye, Jayhawk.
Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon.
Thank you for fun. I wonder what Vancouver knows. What do they know about this goaltender that we do not know yet? Also, somebody should put his name onto the board.
It is on the board, right?
No.
Well, yes.
Not on stream.
Well, then wait a few seconds.
Yay! It's there. Olaf Karsiko. Happy to see it go.
Since he created yesterday, there were some troubles with the back end. So
is that the third goalie taken so far? Yeah, it's third.
Correct.
Goalie. This is looking like a pretty interesting goalie draft then.
I do have to agree.
First time since I think season 57 you saw that many go inside the top 30 picks or so.
And 30 is good. Let's go ahead and announce first in the 30s. So 30th overall, Colorado will be making their pick, and they select the right winger, Eric Toke. I think that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. It's the username Graydon's Anatomy, who's a first gen.
Right
also
on.
looking really solid in strengths and weaknesses.
Did you say Graydon's Anatomy?
I did say Graydon's Anatomy.
That's a pretty interesting name. I like it.
It's a fun spin on something common.
Yeah,
At least I think.
Yeah, I mean, look at that's some pretty good physical attributes. Like if passing is a weakness at 9, that's an interesting choice to pick. Let me check. How much TPE does this guy have? This is a 155 where they called the weakness passing at 9. I think this player just has a really well-balanced build. I mean, very easily you could turn this into almost anything. This is another one of the Canucks influx from their subreddit. 6'6", 244, right winger out of Sweden. Again, if you see Big Yoshi, make sure to mention Thatcher Demko to him. Graydon's Anatomy. But yeah, like just put in this guy could be a playmaker, could be a goal scorer. We're just gonna have to see. I really think it's an interesting pick by Colorado, who adds another interesting forward to the mix. Have they taken a defenseman so far today?
Colorado. I'm not sure actually. Let's see. They picked a left winger, and then they only had that pick before, so they have only picked forwards.
Interesting.
So.
I know that Rugsy is still over there.
Oh yeah,
as well
Rugsy.
As Project Saint is still in Colorado. So I mean they've got a few 425 defensemen. You know, but I don't. Oh, and Basil Sievart. How could I forget about that guy? He was a lot of fun when he came into the draft a couple seasons ago. I really enjoyed every conversation I had with Sievart. So they got a few 425 D-man. I can definitely see why they might not have seen as a huge priority, but you know this might be Ruggsy's last year too in Colorado.
There's no way Rugsy does not get claimed. He sent them.
Yeah, it's
waivers,
pretty
so.
rare that a guy of Ruggsy's caliber stays down for a 5th year.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but there's no way he does stay down for a 5th year.
No way.
Okay, let's go ahead and announce pick 31. That's a St. Louis pick, and they are selecting the right winger, Igor Isyanov, who actually has a goalkeeper as they have a goalkeeper as their render
That's interesting.
for a winger. I mean, it's gonna make for some interesting sigs.
This is a center, no?
It's a right winger, I think.
Out of a 6'1", 190-pounder out of Moscow. Definitely looks like they've got a more balanced build, a little bit of a two-way forward action going on. This is one of those rare times you see a player with shooting range that's higher than 10 to start a career, which is interesting. Yeah, shooting range of 11, which is really interesting. So at the very least, you know, if they could probably nail a pretty good slap shot when they come into the league.
True. Well, that'll be exciting to see. I mean, St. Louis is having a really good draft. Really good draft.
Yeah, I mean, this player was also last active just 4 hours ago, and they created 3 days ago. So, curious to see. I don't know. Are they in the chat today? Burrs?
Void. Any Void in chat?
Oh, for some reason I thought this was Burrs. Never mind. I've got it mixed up. I misheard you. I announced the wrong player. I had
oh my God.
Igor. I had Igor. I had Igor Bursov.
No, it was Igor Isyanov.
See, the Ov. I heard Igor and Ov. That's how it happened. Okay, so whenever Bursanov goes, just remember that's a shooting range of 11 on that guy. This guy also has a shooting range of 10 though, and he's and also a winger out of Russia. My favorite part is on this recruited by section. I think I heard about this in another sim league and asked for a link to it, and here I am. So welcome, Void, to the league.
Anchorage has 2 picks in a row, so let's go ahead and announce the first. So with the 32nd overall pick, the Armada Anchorage selects the right winger Lateral McDonald. It's a recreate. That's Ryan Svit, maybe. So welcome back to the J, Ryan Svit, with the player Lateral McDonald.
Welcome.
This has a bit more obvious weaknesses with checking and hitting. I mean, you don't need that for a forward.
I gotta tell you though, anytime you put McDonald as your last name, when you're making a hockey player, I mean, you're creating a cool player name. There's just something about hearing that a hockey player's last name is McDonald. It's like, yeah, that just sounds right.
I don't think it's the McDonald part. I think it's the Mac part.
It's the McDonald part for sure.
No, I think you can put Mac in front of most names, like that fit, of course.
But McDonald, come on. That it's like Mac is cool, but Donald, you should just throw McDonald. It's like, yeah, man, that guy is definitely having a pint before every game, and you love to see it. Also, birthplace New York City. You don't see a lot of New York City birthplaces in the SHL.
True.
He's got a lot of goal scoring stats in screening and offensive read, but passing looks like it's the number one thing. So, you'd really love to stick him in there with a lot of good lines. Could probably make it work.
Well, we do have the next pick in, so now you can talk to the teammate of McDonald. And McDonald's new teammate, who'll be joining the Anchorage Armada, is the right winger Benjamin Johnson. Tesla.
Benjamin Johnson.
It's first gen. So congratulations for going to Anchorage together with McDonald.
I think Benjamin's another good hockey name.
Sopath, I need you to do a media with the good hockey names for the draft. And it can be included in the SHL tutorial, so the players know that they'll get praise from these streams.
Yeah, I mean that's what I got to do. The good names for a hockey player. I'll tell you what though. What I really think is this guy's the opposite of what was it? The Danny Merca guy. I think it was actually Merca. Because this is a forward who has some offensive stats that aren't so high, but has all the physical stuff and defense super high. So you're actually looking at a defensive winger up here. Oh, and he might be in the chat. Is that you?
He's in the chat.
Chelsea's Quatchable. I think you've got a very interesting build. I'm curious to see what you do over at Anchorage. You're probably going to piss me off because Anchorage is a really frustrating team to play against, and you're only going to add to their defensive nature, which is not something I'm looking forward to. Also, Newfoundland is on the clock. Right on.
Newfoundland.
I cannot wait to see who our pick is. Who we get to welcome into the beautiful culture. I'd like to say, J&H, you're awesome. Ham, you're awesome. Juke, you're awesome. Corey, you're awesome. Everybody who's part of the Zerk organization is awesome, especially Vaseline Podcalzone, aka Big Yoshi.
So Pat, I'm pretty sure you're going to love your new teammate.
Oh, I am?
Yeah. It's ready, so I'm going to go ahead and announce the 34th pick overall. Newfoundland selects the left winger, Evil Albrand.
Did you say evil?
I said Evil Albrand. With truly the best player render ever.
This guy's got evil in his fucking name.
Wait till you see the render.
Oh my god. I can't wait. I'm waiting to see the render. He sounds like a Zerk. Yeah! I fucking love it. Evil Allbrand. Hell yeah, let's go.
How did this? I mean, this is a first round pick. How? Why? How now? This is a steal.
This is. I mean, how did this guy fall out of the first round with this player signature? I mean, this is just brilliant. I mean,
I'm
let's
lost.
go.
I'm
Well
I'm at a
done.
loss for words. This is amazing.
All I can say is that Ham is the best GM ever to be able to get this guy. So while a lot of these guys have come in from the Canucks subreddit, here we're looking at a guy from the Boston Bruins subreddit. Welcome from Beantown. And, just love that this guy's coming in with a shooting accuracy of 11, screening of 12, offensive read of 10. I can't wait to see you lead all the rookies in goal scoring. Welcome,
Offensive monster.
Evil Allbrand. I mean, my God, what a pick that is. Ham is so good at GMing. I love to see it. I do need to agree with Rugsy. It is actually pronounced Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
So get off my back. I'm so happy that I got to see the Newfoundland pick in Evil Allbrand. Oh my God, his name is Evil Allbrand. I can't wait to write about this guy in the game recaps. It's gonna be so fun.
I'm gonna go ahead and announce the 35th overall pick. That's Quebec City, and they're selecting the center, Daryl Niskala, and with the fantastic username Hockey.
His username is Hockey.
Yes.
This isn't a new player, right? This is a recreate.
This is a first gen.
What? I swear there's so many. Really? Nobody on the site had the username Hockey before? I know of like there's Hockey is cool. There was MB Hockey 5. There's a decent amount of hockeys on the site, but nobody was named Hockey before this guy. Wow.
I'm truly.
You know what? I got to say this to you, Hockey. Well done on you getting that username, because somehow that was still available. And, I'm sure Quebec City is getting a cool guy in here. Look, the username is Hockey. That's at least worth drafting. I'm sorry.
How does one go through with the username Hockey? I just don't understand.
I just can't. I'm still stunned that there was not a user already named Hockey. Jack Stuggin said, Sopath, I will dump points into fighting. Do it. I hope you do it. I hope you dump all your points into fighting. Fight me. I'll get Billy Brooks to fight you, actually, instead of me. I don't fight. Yeah, by the way, Hockey is cool is Dwight Knight, who we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. Let's just. Okay, let's update these things and go on. So. Hang on, there's some bit of problems hanging around. So, but will you please distract our viewers while I'll handle this?
All right, Newfoundland. I think that should distract them. I think that should work. I would also like to continue to talk about how wonderful Newfoundland is of an organization and how brilliant they are to be able to get Evil Allbrand for nothing else than just the best render in the SHL, clearly. And I love everything about that draft selection. It is incredible. Cannot wait to write about that player next season. And also, oh yeah. First they don't pronounce America right. Now Newfoundland. Look, I do not pronounce
You're gonna say
the
flub the what
America part.
am? What do you mean I can't talk?
It was Daniel America Jr. is what he's referring to.
Okay, let's see. Let's go through the draft a bit. See, has anything more interesting happened? Um, Still a bit technical troubles.
I'm curious, how much has the Thunderdome gotten?
The Thunderdome? What do you think has happened in the Thunderdome?
There is lots of commenting in the Thunderdome. I would like to thank my fellow player render brother, Devo is cool, who also has Eric Carlson as his player render. For if not defending me, but for simply showing the error of the ways of calling it Newfoundland.
Okay, we have a trade to announce. Let's go right ahead. So it's a trade for the 36th overall, the pick on the clock right now, which Nevada will receive. And in return, Kelowna receives a season 60 fifth round pick and a season 61 third round pick. Quite interesting. So I do wonder who Nevada might be looking for. And we do have it good to go.
It'd be really interesting if the Reddit draft doesn't happen next season to see how cool that season 61 draft pick would become.
Truly.
But I do think. Sorry, go ahead, Hulk.
Yeah, I'm just announcing the pick that Nevada selects the goaltender Harley Fank, that's Bebob, who's a recreate, and a suspiciously similar name to something I've heard before.
Yep, that was the guy from our class who retired. Just the other day. It was Fairly Hank.
And how he is recreated as Harley Fank.
Yeah, Fairly Hank was a D-man for Kelowna, and Harley Fank is now a goaltender for Nevada. Well done, Bebob. Happy to see you here. Fourth goalie taken. Hopefully, you can top earn in this class. Excited to see how things are going to go for you in your new career in Nevada. Hoping for all the best.
For sure, hoping for all the best.
And also, this player render, that does not look like any Eagles quarterback I recognize. I'm very curious.
Also, we have now reached the end of the third round. So we're heading into the first of the fourth round with an Anaheim pick. Makes you happy, I guess.
What's up, Ace? Gonna get to make another draft selection. I don't think a single team has passed yet. No?
That's correct. They're still all in the game. So let's see. 37 is ready to be announced. Here we go with the 37th overall. Anaheim selects the left defenseman Jonathan Hagan, that's Camping Killer, who's a recreate.
Camping Killer. What's up?
I do quite like the
not
strategy by the
user.
retooling teams like Anaheim, picking up some solid recreates and then heading for some of the newer people, and then heading back on the recreates.
Would you like to know a fun fact? Alcohol?
I'd love a fun fact.
This is Anaheim's second selection of this draft of a player from Nashville, Tennessee.
Wow.
Yep. Daniel America was the other Nashville, Tennessee player taken. So Anaheim going all in on Nashville at this point. Excited to see how this turns out.
Interesting.
Hopefully they stick around and eventually Anaheim can be recognized as Team USA of the SMJHL. Colton H is saying, "I heard me name. Never saw that coming." Colton, are you camping killer?
Oh man. So, Pat, did you actually bring any beer today, or did you forget again?
I did. I've had 2 or 3.
Good.
Right
All
up,
right.
Colton. Congratulations. Hope you stay active and keep that Nashville power going in Anaheim.
Pick 38 is ready, and St. Louis are with that pick selecting the center, Jeffrey McCabe. It's a first gen, and username is PokeDragon. Can't say I'm familiar, but it's a Mac name, and as I said earlier, great hockey names.
Yep, Macs are always great hockey games. Excited to see another Irish prospect come into the mix of things. I think what's really interesting is that the offensive stats are 5s for everything but screening and passing, and they are a center.
Ooh.
So this is a guy coming out just straight up putting a lot into defense.
A pure defensive center. That's very interesting.
I'm sure within the the end of the rookie year, they're probably going to have enough two-way ability where it's not so one-sided. But it is a very interesting starter build that you rarely see. Also an Irish prospect, always looking to get new Irish players onto the team. Oh, and Poke Dragon is in the chat. What's up, Poke Dragon?
Congratulations, Poke Dragon. I hope you are happy
Poke
with St.
Dragon.
Louis. Oh,
Yeah, this is second or third defenseman I think St. Louis has taken. I mean, center.
No,
there's
not
a
a lot of
center.
centers that have been, I think.
I was thinking because I read so many defensive stats, it was a defenseman. And then I was like, wait, no, this is a center.
You can't just assume positions, so Pat.
I'm so sorry.
All right.
Colorado's back on the clock. Is this the defenseman?
What do you think? What do you say? Is this a defenseman?
I think there's a D-man going in the next 2 of their picks in this round. I would say defenseman.
You are correct. Colorado does select a defenseman named Carl Detloff, who's a recreate. Sheetsy, I think. I think Birdman knows who this person might be, or at least has some good talks with them. I'm not familiar with them, but I do think they're probably a good pick.
Carl Detloff. Right on. That's just that sounds like a pretty nice name. Carl's with K. It's always how you know it's good.
Are you saying Carl with
German
C
prospect.
are bad?
I'm not necessarily saying that.
But
hold on, I'll be right back.
I see. Well, he's left me here completely alone to try to defend him or something. Very well. Let's move on to the draft. Let's see. Okay, I gotta update these. So we now have pick 40, first one in the 40s. That'll be interesting. 40 is good to go. I'm just gonna go ahead and announce it. With the 40th overall, Vancouver will be selecting the right winger Isaiah Lopez. That's Junior or JR 3670391, who's a first gen. I'm not good at SoPath with pulling up player screens, but weaknesses, shooting accuracy, and defensive read. I mean, D-read, sure. Stamina, speed, or strength. Looks like a playmaker to me. So I hope you're happy with Vancouver. I think your build looks solid from the strengths and weaknesses I see. Should maybe up a bit of defensive read. It's quite important ability, at least from what I have understood.
I think that's also another really good name.
Yeah,
Really, this whole draft is done really well with names. Isaiah Lopez. It just sounds like a winger. But I'm gonna guess that this is a winger that is 5'9". Am I correct?
I don't have the length.
I'm gonna look it up, and I'll tell you if I am correct. It is 6'1". I am not correct. Also a product of Oakland, from Oakland. So I can't recall how often we've had an Oakland prospect go. This might be the first player taken out of Oakland in a long time. Don't know.
And
Do we have Isaiah Lopez in the chat?
I don't think so. But we do have pick 41. They're just rolling in right now. Wait, pick 41? Pick 41 is in. Yeah. All right. I think this is a good hockey name for you too, Sopath. With pick 41,
Let's hear it.
Nevada selects the center Leon Duche.
Duche.
I'm not sure about the pronunciation, but it looks like how it's supposed to be pronounced.
D-U-C-H-E-T?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I mean, it's probably Duche. That's a pretty good name. It's very posh sounding, I think. Don't you think?
Yeah, I do quite agree on that. But I mean, I also think Leon is a pretty cool hockey name. Do you know? Do you
That's
have
a
any
pretty
idea?
good play. That's a pretty good player render. I think Leon is definitely a cool hockey name. I think this player render though is also really cool. I love that old timey look on
Yeah.
a Sabres jersey. That looks real nice. Let's see. Let me pull up the player profile here. From Quebec, no surprise. Kind of a very defensive center build kind of going on. They were recruited by Toivo, and their set activity's kind of been a little hit or miss, but should be interesting to see kind of how that goes.
As Jayhawk said, we're heading into the more potential picks right now.
Yeah. I'll be right back one more time. Right back.
Of course. So we're going to hit pick number 42, and as always, they're really fast to roll in, so don't even need to see the pick is in, because the pick is already here. Let's just go right up ahead and announce 42. With 42nd overall, Colorado will be selecting the left defenseman Josiah Hansen. JJ Hansen, who's a first gen. Welcome to the league. Let's see at your strength, stamina, and passing. Weaknesses getting open and hitting. So you look like you might be a playmaking defenseman. Well, it's quite interesting. Colorado could probably use one of those, pair with Rugsy, who is a very defensive defenseman. Very well. I do miss Sopath. It's quite difficult to speak just with yourself.
Ooh, Josiah Hansen.
Yeah, I was just saying that this looks like to be a playmaking defenseman. I think he's gonna fit right into Colorado.
This is Colorado's second D-man that they've just taken, right? Back-to-back D-men for Colorado.
That would be correct, yes.
I mean, it's good because they're going to need to fill in that gap if they're losing two D-men this year, which is likely in Rugsy and I think one other. So good on Colorado to make this draft selection. I also think Josiah, that's a cool name.
Oh, and then it's time for Nevada again. Oh, is that a dog?
That is a dog. I have
Good
to
boy.
take out. I have to take out 3 or 4 dogs right now.
Oh, and you're
So
stuck
go
here.
ahead.
Go right ahead and announce the pick. Nevada. Wait. Nevada selects with the 43rd pick overall. They select the left winger, Wet Jeans.
Wet jeans, huh?
It's a recreate from LMCM86. Wet Jeans.
Personally,
What
not
an
familiar
interesting
with
name.
that user. But that's a pretty interesting player name to go with wet jeans. No team has passed yet, right?
No team has passed yet, correct.
And we're into the 40s now.
We're into the 40s and soon to reach round 5 and soon the 50s even.
Right on. Good on this whole class for still being compelling enough where a lot of SMJHL teams have decided that it is worth their time to stick around for such a lengthy period of time.
For sure. All right, let's see. Before the last picks here of this round is Vancouver, Detroit, Vancouver, Quebec, and then Kelowna. And the pick is in. Now, let us wait a bit. What do you think? You were confident earlier that Colorado were picking a defenseman. Who are Vancouver
And
selecting?
sorry, I don't have the thing right in front of me. Which team are we taking here?
Vancouver.
Ooh, Vancouver. I couldn't really give you a good guess, but I'd probably say they're going with another D-man.
Interesting. I'll go right ahead and announce pick 44, who is a right winger,
Ooh, I was wrong.
Elvis Alexander, with the username.
Elvis.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
With the username Canuckles, who's a first gen. I'm guessing this is also recruits from Canucks.
I'm gonna guess too. There's so many Canucks fans in the league now. Gotta be excited though if you're one of these Canucks fans coming in to go to Vancouver.
Oh yeah, true. But instead of going to the Canucks, you're going to the Whalers, which I mean,
They were good a little bit ago. Maybe they'll be good one more time for Arc. Back Pippin.
one last
Steak?
year.
Steak? Yeah, I mean maybe. We'll see. I think it's just kind of exciting in general. I think Elvis just is a great name to put on. I say that a lot in this draft, but really, this is like some of the best names I've ever seen in a rookie class. I mean, all of you guys have just done so well. I mean, calling your player Elvis, well done. Fair play to him. Are they in the chat?
No, the chat has mostly been dead. I think there's not a lot of people left in chat. If you're left in chat, please say hi. All right, I can go
Is
right
there
ahead.
anybody undrafted?
Is there anyone undrafted? Let me know.
So,
You can go right ahead
let us
and
know.
announce pick 45.
Okay.
Detroit's turn, and they're selecting a center. They're selecting Mike Doctor
Oh, Mike Doctor.
with this amazing username, okay?
What is the username? Tell me.
Super amazing Commander Commando.
Oh, I love it. That's like an A-tier username.
It's an A tier. It's a first gen, looking like a balanced build. I mean, I'm pretty happy for Mike Doctor to be my teammate. So welcome to Detroit.
Yeah, you happy to get some depth at your center position?
No, I mean, what if he plays center better than me? Then I might have to play a
Yeah,
winger.
what if he does play center better than you? You don't know. You got to get off center, buddy.
No.
You only got one more year at center for Detroit. You better your face-off percentage, if it's not higher than 70. Yeah, you're not allowed.
Oh, my
be
face-offs are like the worst part of me, so.
Oh wow, you garbage kid.
Yeah.
Garbage.
Oh, let's see. Michael types me here. Super amazing commander is an ISFL guy. Great user from the Austin Copperheads. Quieter, but is always a fun guy to talk to. He joined the Norway Fed as well. He's also in talking in here now. What?
Thank you for the. Well, you know that's the copy pasta, right?
No.
That's a copy pasta, dude. That's not sincere. I think he might really play in the ISFL, but it's not a It's normally Orange County is the ISFL team in the copy pasta.
Right.
So fair play to whoever did that one.
Wow, I can't believe I fell for it. Okay, pick 46 is in. I'll go right ahead and announce that Vancouver selects with pick 46 the center, Geo Marsh. Geo Marsh. Yes, that's correct. With the username at Geo Marsh, who is a first gen. Very strong in face-offs. 13. That's I'm glad
13. Ooh.
I'm glad he's not the one challenging me for the center position then. If we go for face-offs.
What team does this guy go?
Vancouver.
What team is this guy on?
Vancouver.
I mean, 13 in face-offs right off the back as a rookie. That's super valuable.
I mean, yeah, you're going to crush the other rookies most of the time. Wow.
You can just plug this guy in, probably going to win 60% of their face-offs.
I think he's going to win more like 80% if he's playing on the fourth line.
Yeah, especially if he's on the fourth line.
Could probably jam it on third or second line and still win like 60%.
Are they in chat?
I don't think so. No.
Were there any undrafted players left?
They might all be sleeping because I have not heard from
Back
any
in.
of them.
They could be in Europe. What time is it in Sweden?
Well, it's 11 p.m. so I mean it's not that late. But I also guess it's Sunday, so.
Yeah, they're sleeping. They're getting ready to go to work tomorrow potentially.
Oh, don't remind me.
Hey, you know what? It's almost summertime in Sweden. No?
Yeah?
It's the weather's starting to get nice.
Yeah?
Gonna get sunlight all day long eventually.
Yes.
Hey, I can't wait to visit Sweden. I'm visiting it sometime in the next year or so.
Oh yeah? Let me know. Maybe I can meet you up. Anyways, Quebec has made their pick for 47. And at 47, Quebec City Citadels selects the center, Kerbal Rice. It's a first gen.
Ooh.
Username Thenante. I am not familiar, but you're gonna love it in Quebec, especially with that build.
What's the build? Read it to me.
Strength, passing 14, stamina 13. And then you have weaknesses, positioning, and stick handling. Just this
strength
guy,
what?
Strength are passing 14.
Whoa!
This dude is just going to have like
14.
so many assists.
This guy's gonna tear it up. Dude, you kind of want. I'd honestly not mind seeing this guy if he'd fallen to Newfoundland. I think our next pick is 56th overall. Could have probably found somewhere to plug him in just so you could set up people to score goals. I'm really kind of hoping though at Newfoundland we still have enough room to have one IFA this year.
I do have a trade to make.
Oh, sorry, put that. Oh, let's hear it. Trades.
So we do have a trade. Detroit receives the 48th overall pick. That's Kelowna's one and the one on the clock right now. And Kelowna receives future considerations.
Future consideration. That's a thing. What are the future? We don't know what they are.
I that's not the details.
Future considerations.
What?
They're trading you, Hulk. This is
No.
how you're finding out.
Oh no.
Yeah. I got the leaks, baby. They're trading you.
Oh, well, I can go ahead and
What's his
announce
name?
the Detroit pick
I bet it's a
for
setter.
for 48th overall. Detroit selects the center, Janis Pachex. It's J-Pack, who's a first gen.
I
It
told you they're
seems that
trading
I
you.
am being traded then, if I am the future considerations. Well,
Yep.
such
You're
is
being
life.
traded to Kelowna, buddy. It's time to go meet Mike Izzy. Go get to know that guy.
Oh yeah, it's A-Rai, is he right?
Well, the username I think is Mike Izzy, but yeah,
Right,
it's
correct.
A Izzy now.
Wow, okay, well, shooting accuracy 12, getting open 12. This is offensive center. I mean, he's just gonna take my place. No problem. Well.
That's kind of funny. Future considerations.
I'm questioning what a future consideration is, but I mean
A player to be named later.
it was at least not trade and then blanked or something. So I mean, could have been worse. Could have been actually me being traded on stream. But I don't think I'm being traded.
Kind of. I like how you said, "I don't think I am."
Maybe they're unhappy with me.
They're like, "All right, we can't do this Hulk guy anymore. Let's trade our captain."
Oh my god, what a good stream.
Do we have any? No teams have passed yet, right?
Yeah, no teams have passed yet, and we're reaching into 49 right now. Oh man, you're on the
Nice.
topic of good names. This name.
Okay.
We're just gonna have
Let's
to wait a
hear
bit,
it.
but I can't announce it yet. Okay, here we go.
Cannot. You have me in such anticipation right now.
Okay, with the 49th overall pick, Maine selects the left winger DJ Lord.
Go party.
And the username is Jesus.
What is the player name? I didn't hear it.
The player name is DJ Lord.
DJ Lord.
Did you hear the username?
Played by Jesus.
Yep. Amazing. Congratulations to
Jesus,
Maine
right?
and Toast
Did I-
for getting
good.
yet another great teammate.
Good. That's an interesting name pick. DJ Lord, huh?
His render is Marchand.
Curious. Brad
Yep.
Marchand?
That's the one.
Wait, from the Canucks subreddit. From the Canucks subreddit, though, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I've heard about this. I've heard about this guy. We were on the Canucks. We were on the scouting thing, and we saw there was a guy from our Canucks who had the Marchand render. And we just could not get over that. The most odd thing we've ever seen on our lives. I mean, if that's the guy, that's hilarious. I mean, he might even just be like that much of a troll. He's like, I'm a Canucks fan, and I'll use Marchand as my player render just because I'm that level of a troll.
Okay. We do have the next pick in. So let's go ahead and announce pick 50. And this is the second one in round 5, so we're pretty deep in. With pick 50, St. Louis selects the right defenseman Major Chip Hazard.
Major Chip Hazard. Hazard or Hazard?
Well,
Hazard.
yeah, you're right. It wouldn't be Hazard, it would be Hazard. Correct. Thank you.
I
Uh,
love that. I love that name.
hmm. So have Sir Griswold as the user.
Are
Very
they a
good.
center?
First gen. No, a right defenseman. A strong.
Okay, right,
I think
defenseman.
it's defensive defenseman. Strength in positioning and checking, and weaknesses in getting open and puck handling. So
Hey, you need defensive defenseman. Somebody's got to play back.
yeah, for sure. I think every team needs at
Especially,
least one defensive defenseman.
especially if the league ever switches over to FHM 7, that's going to be really important because FHM 7's line change AI is really wonky.
I see.
Like, apparently, with how FHM 7 the current build of it,
So Path.
there's 5 players who will make a line change at once. It's really weird.
Huh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you
Ah,
were
shoot.
just
I
being a
lost me.
robot for a bit while. But we do have pick 51 in, so I'll just go ahead and announce that. It's Anaheim, and they're selecting a center, and it's someone familiar to you. It's Igor Bursov.
Oh, this. Oh, that's kind of funny. This is the guy with a shooting range of 11. He'll
Correct.
never need to edit that shooting range again for the rest of his career.
Well, I mean,
It is done.
you could get 12 just for the sake of it.
You don't need 12. But, that's an interesting pick. I'm sure that if Ace is still, because Igor, you've got a really, really good GM in Ace. He can help you with a lot of your questions. He's a long-time power user on the site. He's got a big league reputation, and you can probably rise up in the draft boards under Ace.
For sure. So let's get him on the draft board, and let's move on. There's still not a team has passed yet, so very interesting.
That's still kind of incredible. Darn, like Newfoundland's going to have a chance to pick again. Stay.
Are you walking the dogs so fast?
I'm still walking dogs, dude.
You're still walking dogs. Well, picks should be in, and pick 52 is ready to be announced. So Maine will select the left winger, Miles O'Brien.
Miles O'Brien, that's a nice name.
Cheerful bender 20. Strength of speed and balance, and some weakness in checking and hitting. But I mean, there's 7. Seems like a solid build. So congratulations to Miles O'Brien going to Maine and Toast. Very good.
How is Miles spelled? Is it with a Y?
It's Miles.
Okay, that's still a pretty cool name. This could be an Irish prospect potentially? I just hear the O'Brien thing. I kind of hope. Always nice to get into Irish prospects, and certainly if Rugsy's Juniors GM in the World Juniors Championship next year, you could use this guy. We'll see, though. I also wonder if these are maybe some of the more if we're getting to the very recent Canucks people who just recently joined.
I don't think that's an impossibility, but I don't have all their accounts, player pages on the side, sadly.
No?
We
Come
do
on,
have
Toby.
pick 53, Vancouver. coming in. They're selecting the left defenseman, Mikael Andersson. It's T. Gibson, 1315, who's a first gen. Welcome to the league. Strength in agility and positioning, and weaknesses in checking and defensive read for a defenseman. Most interesting.
Oh, this is a very offensive defenseman. Kind of reminds me of Quinn Hughes. That's a lot of shade I just threw at the Canucks fans who might still be listening.
No need to
But
be rude to our
you
listeners.
can fix that really quickly though. I mean, like I said, I had nothing but fives in defense when I started as a forward, and by the time season opened, everything was like a 7 or an 8. And by the end of the season, I had lots of 10s and 11s.
Yeah, 7s are so cheap to get, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's like just 2 or 3 points. Oh. I'm going to mute myself for a second.
Yep. You're all dead inside anyways, don't. Well, as a supporter of Brynäs in SHL, the real SHL, that's to say the Swedish Hockey League, I do quite understand how it feels to be dead inside thanks to your hockey league, your hockey team. Anyways, we can go right ahead and announce the 54th overall for Colorado. That's the goaltender, Alexander Rask, who's unknown minion 1806, who's a first gen. It's always difficult to know with goalie builds, I think, but if a weakness is a blocker at 10, I say this is a pretty solid build. Puck handling, who needs that? You're a keeper, just stay in the net. I like this. Good pick, Colorado, and good team to land in, Alexander Rask. You'll be very happy, I think. No, I mean, offense is the best defense, am I right?
Offense is most certainly the best defense.
I don't. I mean, the only thing that matters is scoring more than your opponent.
Yeah, just score more goals. It's easy. Be like a Danny Merica. I cannot wait to see Danny Merica play. Just pure offense for that guy. I mean, Danny Merica has probably some better offensive stats than
So, Pat, you're really a robot right now, so, Pat.
Oh, boy.
Well, I can introduce you to something fun. The first pass has arrived. It's Nevada Battleborn passing at 55.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Oh man, Nevada first one's off. First one's done with picking. Not a huge surprise.
They did have a lot of picks. Let's see, how many did they pick? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have picked up 5 players in this draft. I mean, that's pretty good.
We had 8 last season, but I'll tell you, for Nevada, that's really big because how you and I have been doing this a couple of seasons now. There was the first 2 years they didn't have a lot of picks.
Yeah, true.
And
was waiting for long into the like 3rd and 4th round for the first picks. Well, anyways, pick 56 is in. It's Armada Anchorage who are selecting the goaltender of Toe Jam Picker.
Toe Jam Picker.
With the username Anchichi, who's a first gen. Wait, Anchichi, didn't we have this person in chat?
I'm trying to remember. I can't remember if we did or not.
I do think the weaknesses are.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
They wrote before they got on the truck, or when they got on the truck.
It's been a long time ago. So we have one pass on the board. I'm sure now we'll start to see some more.
Some more passes coming up, I think. Yeah. Yeah.
Is that the 5th goalie though to go?
I think it's the 4th, but I might be wrong. I'm gonna need
I
to
don't
check.
know. We've definitely had 4. We've definitely had 4.
We had 4, you say. Let's see. I'm checking right now.
Yeah.
There's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That is the 5th goalie. You are indeed correct. And it's time for pick 57, who's another Detroit. So pick 57, Detroit Falcons selects the left defenseman Bugsy O'Houlihan. Very good name.
Bugsy O'Houlihan. The O'Houlihan part's good, but then the Bugsy part really puts it over the top. I'm a big fan of this username.
And I'm a big fan of the strength of this defenseman. Both offensive read and defensive read are at 13. Really smart player.
Ooh. That's kind of cool. You know, you're probably gonna need a season to really level that whole thing out, but eventually that could be one of the better 2A defensemen in all the SMJHL with such a high offensive read number.
Without a doubt.
Such a high defensive read number too.
I do like the
Bugsy
username.
O'Houlihan.
I do like the username too. Foot with 4 toes. Great name.
Yeah, well
And
done.
so Pat, I'm sorry, but it's it's time for Newfoundland to pick, but they're passing.
Yeah, I'm really not surprised. Kind of think they should have passed maybe a little sooner, but like as in after, I mean, if they only thought they were taking one guy, they could have passed right away. But and then the first team to pass and get that first team pass clout. But you know, not a huge surprise that they're passing. We're just so filled with players. We only lost one player to the SHL this season.
Only
So
one.
this isn't a huge. Yeah, we only lost one player to the SHL in Vaseline Pod Calzone. But next season we're losing 3. The year after that it could be like 5. We'll see.
All right, I can announce pick number 59. First of 2 for Quebec City Citadels, who are ending the round 5 right now. So they will select the center Andrew Jackson, Blood Batman. Strengths of puck handling and passing, and some weakness in defensive and hitting. I mean, sounds like a really offensive center, probably a playmaker to me. With a great username, yes. For sure, this is going to help Quebec fill out what they're going to be losing up these coming seasons. Good pick and good team to go through. Blood Batman and Andrew Jackson.
Pretty solid player name.
Yeah,
Andrew
for sure.
Jackson. Just sounds kind of like a tough player. Don't know how tall they are. Looking up real quick. They stopped updating. No, not the player. I was just looking at my sheet. They were active 43 minutes ago. They do not yet, though, have an update page, I think. Wait.
No, that can be correct.
Oh, I thought this was going to be another Nashville player, but it is not. This player's of Hamilton. Let me see. Yeah,
Well,
I don't think they have an update page yet.
Weird. Maybe that's something that will be fixed in a bit. Anyways, I'll go ahead and announce pick 60. It's also Quebec. They are selecting the goaltender, Kevin Newman.
Kevin Newman.
Yep.
Right on. That's a. I don't think there's a lot of Kevins in the SHL. So that's an original name for sure.
Yeah,
In fact,
the
let
use-
me search out.
sure.
There are
Usernames
no
Crusher Kev
Kevins.
and the first gen. Some weaknesses, but there's a lot of season to work those away.
I'm trying to find the last time we had a player named Kevin. It looks like the last Kevin in the SHL was a Kevin Hamilton from season 37. On it. Yeah, season 38, Kevin Hamilton was the last Kevin in the SHL.
Yeah,
Very interesting.
Both Smith and Evok are reminding us of Kevans from season 55.
That's not really like Kevin though. That's I can't really explain. Like Kevin's, it's different. It's not Kevin like with an I. Like kind of like a more. I'm aware of Kev. But like I'm just talking about like Kevin in the traditional way that name is normally done. The last Kevin we got was season 38, Kevin Hamilton, which has been quite a long while ago.
We do have pick 61 in. That's main picking, and at the same time we also have a lot of passes coming in. But let's just go ahead and announce pick 61. That's main who are picking the center, Siris Grugson. So first gen.
How?
Huh?
How do you say that name?
Siris Grugson? I don't know. Could be Siris Grugson. Who knows? I do hate that I don't know, because I do feel like I'm butchering these names. But it's a good center. Good offensive read, good passing, probably another playmaker.
Look at this. We got a birthplace of Philadelphia.
Oh.
From Tommy. This is a username that I like. Tommy Sunshine. That's real nice.
Yeah.
Tommy Sunshine. Overall, just like I think that's a pretty solid name. I think it might be Cyrus.
It could be Cyrus, yeah. Well, anyways, now that we head back to the draft board, we can see that all teams have passed except Armada Anchorage and Detroit.
Oh, that was quick. Every team was just at once passing, huh?
I think maybe they were all waiting to see if they could pick Grugson.
Get Cyrus Grugson. Oh, Cyrus is gone. We're out.
Oh, so I'm guessing this might mean that the... Oh my god, this can't be true. Oh.
What can't be true?
Oh, well, this next pick for number 68, that the Armada Anchorage selects the goaltender, Dustin Alexander. That's the sixth goalie.
Sixth goaltender, yeah. Interesting. I don't think we've had 6 goalies go into draft in a little while.
No, not in a long while.
And also a skater as their player ender.
So that means we have a skater with a goalie as the render and a goalie with a player as the render.
Their weaknesses are rebound and puck handling. Interesting.
Well, I mean, if you just catch everything, why would you need to have rebound control?
There were 6 in season 55, there were 6 goalies, but I don't know if they were all drafted in the SMJHL draft, and 4 of the 6 are the bottom 4 players of that draft still active. There were also 6 the year prior to that. Again, I just don't know if they were all taken. But yeah, other than that, I mean, it's so rare to find that many goalies in one draft.
Okay,
See 6 gone.
so Path, this
Yes,
is the last pick of the draft.
and it's a very important pick. It's number
It's
69.
pick 69. And
Yeah,
the pick is in. So, wow. Okay, are you ready?
I am ready.
With pick 69, the Detroit Falcons will be selecting Monsieur Pingy Pingu Lunga Goomba Isk, who's Pingy Pingu who's recreating. His strengths are shooting range at 11 and Noot Noot. What a fantastic new teammate.
Oh my god.
Welcome
Hold
to the
on.
team,
What?
Monsieur Pingy Pingu Lunga Goomba Isk.
Monsieur Pingy Pingu Lunga Goomba Esquire.
I can't think of a better way to start the
Monsieur
stream, and I
Pingy
can't think
Pingu
of a better
Lunga
way to end the
Goomba
stream.
Esquire. Strength Noot Noot.
Noot Noot. Oh my god.
That user is entirely too bored.
It's Pingy. Have you not met Pingy?
I've not met Pingy.
Pingy's amazing.
Is Pingy in chat?
I'm not sure, but Pingy is already in the Detroit locker room, and well, let's say they're not called Pingy for no reason.
Do they ping a lot?
Yes, a lot.
Well, that's just wonderful. I'm happy that last pick was so colorful.
Yeah, same. I think we really started on high and we ended on a really high note too.
I think so.
Well,
well done, everybody.
yeah, thank you, Smith. You have been invaluable. Thank you for suffering with us just in silence doing everything. The stream could never be done without someone doing the back end. So thank you to HO, Bad Wolf, or whoever it might have been that fixed the trades. And thank you, Sopath, for joining me. You truly make my job easier.
Yeah, no problem, man. Thanks for having me.
Thank you to all the GMs, all the draftees, and all the people in chat. It has been a pleasure to be your host. And with that, I think we are saying good night for today. Oh, that's not the one I want to transition to. I think we are saying good night for today. At least for me, it's getting late. I hope everyone who's still here will enjoy their new teams. And I'll hopefully see you again next season. Thank you,
Yep.
everybody.
Thank you, everybody, for joining.